Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. My name is Tiana Wren Hansen, and I'm your game master for this 3-shot of Daggerheart live on Twitch. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please drop us a like and a subscribe. I'm super excited to be starting this adventure with the awesome folks that I have around the table. But first, announcements. If we reach 100% of our tavern upkeep in November, we will give away that Tales of the Valiant starter set that we've been trying to give away since June. If we reach 125%, more cool things will happen, but you've got to help us get there to find out what. The Book of Inspiration is back. At the end of every session, any unused bits will be banked into the boy, and when 25 accumulate, it will trigger a giveaway of a TTRPG book or a starter set. While many of our shows premiere live on Twitch, we know most of you are watching us later on YouTube or listening in our podcast feeds. So please consider subscribing and giving us the appropriate like or rating on those platforms. This is one of the best ways to help us get more listeners and viewers so we get to make more shows. Also, please consider liking and commenting on our social media posts to help boost our visibility beyond on our Discord. If you need an idea of what to write, tell us what system from Starter Set Summer School or other short shots you'd like us to run again. Vaesen. Let us do Vaesen. We talk a lot about the tavern upkeep and how it relates to the bits that come in live on Twitch. However, did you know that even if you don't watch us live, you can contribute to your favorite shows by joining our Patreon? All $10 or higher tiers on our Patreon have a certain number of cards or coins that they can distribute at the beginning of each month to the shows of their choosing. Plus, you get access to our behind-the-scenes After Darks, where we chat after the session and sometimes go on extremely deep dive rants about niche nerdy stuff. This month, the shows you can support are Daggerheart, this one, tonight and for 2 more Wednesdays, the 12th and the 19th. And we're doing an arena on the 17th using Everyday Heroes, a modern-day variant setting built off of D&D 5e. And elsewhere on the network, new episodes of the Redacted Reports drop every Wednesday. And be sure to follow Tabletop TV Today on YouTube for all your TTRPG news, reviews, and interviews. It's a new month, so we have reset. Our tavern upkeep is at 52%. Thank you to our patrons and everyone else who contributes in ways that get us to 52% on the 5th day of the month. We do have currently 25 bits in the boy. We have triggered. There will be a giveaway. Keep an eye on the socials. Ooh. So, speaking of our lovely, wonderful patrons, we have, first of all, we have new ways of keeping track of patron bits because these carry over.
Nice.
And because Cheesecake Fries likes to create chaos, there are 4 Cheesecake Fries coins to me.
Ooh.
Boo.
Cheese bits.
We do love the cheese bits. There are currently none for all of you, but you know, make sad faces at the camera, and maybe they will send you coins.
Please.
So before we get started, I've introduced myself. I would love it if my lovely players would introduce themselves because y'all are familiar with most of these people, I'm sure. But for anyone who's new, we'll start on my right.
Hello, I am Mark. I am here to play Barnacle. The name's already there.
Yeah.
Very excited for a new system. Intentionally didn't look up anything, so I will be learning it alongside of everyone at home.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I am playing Kari Nix, and I decided on a character voice 2 seconds before we went live, so we're going to see how that goes. And I'm very excited. I'm excited to use these D12s.
Yes,
They've been hankering for use, these poor things.
Yes. And I'm Leanna. I'm going to be playing Marlo Fairwind, and I am very excited to be at the same level of competence in a game system as my fellow players for once, instead of being the one who's like, now, what is initiative?
And what's fun about this is that you're not only at the same technical knowledge level as the rest of your players, but also as me, your GM. I have read through all of this stack of papers that I have in front of me several times just to know what's going on in the adventure. But I'm learning the system right alongside you guys. I also haven't looked up anything in advance. We're gonna find out. How that goes. 2 patron coins from Roded Coquette to me. Boy, you guys really want to see these poor players suffer.
Wow. It's okay.
Do they
Suffer.
What have we done?
Red, what do those coins do for Daggerheart?
Thank you so much, voice from the booth. So in every system, the coins do something a little bit different. In the D&D system, it is usually a coin or a card, depending on how things go in there. For this is not a D20 system. This is a 2D12 system. So to keep things simple, you can redeem a coin to reroll.
Cool.
Or
if we had.
I was going to say, Red Dead, you are so kind. 1 pity coin from Red Dead Coquette for the players. And actually, these are not Patreon bits. These are Twitch bits.
Twitch bits.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Red Dead Coquette.
We will accept your pity.
We love pity. Thank you.
You know what?
Pity us. Pity us.
All right. So I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, as I said, from these papers that are in front of me, because it looks better than me leaning over here and trying to read. No one wants to deal with that, including me. And I didn't want to put it on the prompter because, that just sounds like work. So, welcome to Daggerheart. In this quick start adventure, you will find the tools you need to play your first session of the game. So we have the materials in front of us that we all need. Everyone needs a full set of polyhedral dice, apparently. There is, they said specifically, a pencil for each player and a pair of scissors.
We have scissors here.
I mean, it just says a pair of scissors, not a pair of scissors per player.
Okay.
And as you pointed out at the beginning of before we went live, they know their audience, so they specified that very specifically. There do need to be sets of 2d12s in different colors, ideally 1 set per player.
Just one? Just one? But I have so many.
I mean, use all the d12s. Just make sure you know which one. Make sure you have different colors because the difference is going to be important. And we will get into that. You also have in the middle of the groupings character tokens. That's what the little barrels and chairs and things are. Yes, those will be your tokens for tonight. I will have better ones for next week because I got caught a little flat-footed and didn't have a chance to go get the flat marbles that I considered getting.
These are fantastic.
Yeah.
I just assumed these were set dressing, and so knowing they have a function is delightful.
Yeah. But we'll get into what tokens are and how they work in the system. And then I have my fear tokens in front of me. That's what the bigger barrels are because I don't actually roll with them. I redeem them for different things that I want to do. But they say these can be anything small you have lying around that won't be confused for dice. Buttons, pennies, chits, etc. Darrington Press, I have a question. Who has pennies anymore?
Yeah, it's like I have a piggy jar.
Yeah, I have a jar of coins that I keep off to the side, but
Not on my person.
Apparently, you should have them here at the studio in case you need to play Daggerheart.
you know,
you go.
apparently. 2 patron coins from Joseph the Newman to Leanna, but she can share if she wants.
Cute.
Okay, well, all right, well, here.
Pity.
Thank you, cousin.
Oh, I love that. All right. So we are playing the quick start adventure, which is called the Sablewood Messengers. Marlo Fairwind, the right-hand sorcerer of King Emerus, has gathered her most trusted allies to carry an important package to Hush, a small village within the ancient forest of Sablewood. The crate is large, heavy, and sealed with magic, addressed to the Whitefire Arcanist. You've been given a map and a carriage, and a promise of reward on your arrival. So, starting from Leanna, actually, why don't you tell me a little bit about Marlo based on what you've got in front of you?
Sure. Okay, so she is the personal mage to King Emerus and is responsible for bringing this group together. She is an elf, which means that she has long pointed ears and acutely attuned senses, so that's her ancestry. She is a primal origin sorcerer, so that's her class and subclass, which allows her to shape and change the magic she casts in unique ways. And then she is also part of a community. She is part of the Loreborn community, meaning that she grew up in a place that values knowledge and learning.
I love that. Pooja.
So yeah, I'm playing Kari Nix, who is a Ridgeborn giant. Ridgeborn's the region that I'm from. So the description for giants, you know, all the normal stuff, but also apparently they can have 1 to 3 eyes.
As we were commenting before we started, you can either be a cyclops or have your third eye open.
Right, exactly. My character art, I look like I'm a cyclops, so we're going cyclops. So I come from a mountainous region, and I get benefits from that. I'm beefy, and I'm a protector. I have an instinctual guardian sense. Got to have the back of the people. Also, it says I have a dry sense of humor, so I'll work on that. Yeah.
Amazing. Mark?
I will be Barnacle, the Underborn Ribbit Rogue. Breaking down each of those words, Barnacle is my name. Very excited for that part. But the Underborn community is one of cavern societies burrowed deep underground. I am a ribbit, which means I am a frog person, and I will do a terrible Kermit the Frog impression at some point. And also a rogue, so a very sneaky boy. My class and subclass is specifically the Nightwalker Rogue, which actually gives me the ability to move from shadow to shadow, which is super exciting. And the entire reason I chose this character was one sentence, the second sentence on this character sheet: he fears water and will not swim. And if you're thinking, but you're a ribbit, you're a frog person, you can breathe water. That is correct.
I love the dichotomy of that. Like, everything about that is just excellent to me. So we are going to go over the character sheet kind of quickly, but we are going to be doing a little bit of popcorn reading, everyone's favorite part of school.
Oh, yay.
But we're going to go over it real briefly. So yeah, they're starting top to bottom. I'll start. Mark mentioned the section that denotes the class. Each class is made up of 2 domains. Yours for Marlowe, it is Arcana and Midnight.
Yes.
These are the ability. You choose a majority of your abilities and spells from these domains, and that goes into infinitely more detail in this beautiful chonky boy of a book. I have been enjoying flipping through it, especially where I see little things where I'm like, A, you needed a better spell checker. And B, you absolutely knew who you were writing this for. Well done. Mark, why don't you tell us about evasion?
Absolutely. I know so much about evasion. Evasion represents your ability to avoid an attack. Mine, for instance, is a 13.
Ooh.
The GM rolls against this number when determining if an adversary hits me. If I do get hit, I can choose to mark an armor slot, the small empty shields to the right of the large armor, on the character sheet.
And we will be posting pictures of these character sheets in the Discord. Get in the Discord.
But by marking an armor slot, it reduces the severity of the incoming damage by 1 threshold. You have a number of available slots equal to your armor score. My particular armor is 3, which means I can do that 3 times.
Excellent. Pooja, tell us about damage thresholds.
Well, I would love to. So the 2 smaller boxes that are under the damage and health are your damage thresholds. Thank you, Mark. These come from your armor, and you always add your level to their value. We are starting at level 1. When you take damage, compare it to the numbers here. If the incoming damage is minor, you mark hit point. If it is major, you mark 2 hit points. If it is severe, you mark 3 hit points. If you ever need to mark stress and can't, mark a hit point. If you ever mark your last hit point, you must make a death move.
And the minor damage is up to 7. Major damage is 7 to 14. And severe damage is over 14 damage.
And that changes a little bit depending on your stats. So
Right.
mine are higher because I'm beefy.
Beefy,
Mine are
beefy
lower.
girl.
Mine are exactly that.
Yes,
so
because,
we got all of them.
because I'm looking at Marlowe's character sheet here. Speaking of whom, tell us about Hope.
It's the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all.
See, I like the other version of Hope that gets up, spits out a tooth, and keeps going.
Aw.
All right, well, we are very cultured here this evening. So there is a place on here where I can record my hope. I can spend hope to use an experience, details below, to help an ally, to use a hope feature, or to initiate a tag team roll.
Ooh.
If I help an ally, I'll explain how I'm aiding them and roll a d6 advantage die, which I guess is why we need the other die in the set.
Mm-hmm.
And they add the result of that roll to their action roll total. And we start with 2 hope marked, or at least I do. Maybe other people have different ones. Okay, great.
Amazing.
And then this same section of the character sheet also features my class's unique hope feature.
Excellent. All right. Experience represents the particular specializations your character has. These are narrative tags, kind of like in Fate, the different aspects that you create to reflect what your character is skilled in. When they apply to the scene, you can spend hope before the action roll to add their value as a modifier. So this gives you a little bit of an extra boost if you're good at the thing. You will earn more of these throughout a campaign, but Marlowe starts with Royal Mage and Not on My Watch, which, much like Fate aspects, are kind of, if you can make the argument for it, make the argument for it.
And that is part of what's represented here on our cards?
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead and tell us about gold.
The most important part of any tabletop role-playing game. On this segment of our character sheet, this is where we keep track of the gold during a campaign. If you should mark your 10th handful of gold, you instead mark a bag and erase all of your handfuls. And if you should mark your 10th bag, you instead mark a chest. You start with 1 handful marked, or at least I do. And so, yeah, you don't need to worry about gold pieces to the copper ratio, to the silver ratio. You just have handfuls of gold that turn into bags eventually.
Which is genuinely just so smart.
I love it.
And a great nod to how much gold can you carry? Is it 10 chests? Because it doesn't fit on your character sheet.
Yeah.
And the last on this side, class features. This one's short, Pooja.
Oh, I love it. Unlike my character who's really tall. Every class starts with a unique class feature that sets them apart from other classes. Make sure to read through them before you begin playing. So, for instance, mine is unstoppable, and we'll get into that when it comes up, but I'm unstoppable.
Unstoppable, yo.
Put that song on my character playlist.
And then I'll just pop into the name pronouns and all that. There's a section where you can record name pronouns heritage, which is a combination of your community and ancestry and your subclass. You can also record your level there. This is pretty standard for anyone who's played D&D. It's your class, your subclass, and general stuff that we need to know. Leanna, tell us about the character traits.
Yeah, so there is an area here for our 6 character traits, which in this system are agility, strength, finesse, instinct, presence, and knowledge. These are what you use as your primary modifiers on action rolls. They have descriptions beneath each to remind you how to use them. Should we get into what we would use each of those for?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so you would use agility to sprint, leap, or maneuver. Strength to lift, smash, or grapple. Thank you.
Our wonderful Vanna White's over here.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like I'm getting a safety briefing on an airplane. That's so useful. You would use finesse to control, hide, or tinker. Instinct to perceive, sense, or navigate. Presence to charm, perform, or deceive. And knowledge to recall, analyze, or comprehend.
Amazing. Mark, tell us about active weapons.
Yeah, there is a section for your active weapons. Along with a name, weapons have an associated trait that you will roll when using them for an attack. They also have a range, melee, very close, close, far, or very far, and the GM will tell you what range a target is in. Damage dice are what kind of dice you're rolling when you make a successful attack, and the type is either physical or magic. Proficiency tells you how many damage dice you roll. The feature on a weapon gives you any special ability or requirement it has. Weapons are either one-handed or two-handed. You'll see the appropriate amount of hands are already filled for the weapon you've taken on these pre-filled out character sheets. For instance, I, Barnacle, carry a dagger that deals 1d8 plus 1 physical damage to any adversaries I succeed against.
1d8, that is 2 orders up from a dagger in D&D. Good for them.
Oh yeah, it's a good dagger.
Really good dagger.
It's because I know how to use it so good.
I mean,
wow.
Valid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Pooja, tell us about armor.
Okay, I'll tell you about armor. This is a section for your armor. Along with a name, armor has base thresholds that contribute to your damage thresholds and a base score that contributes to your armor score. The armor's feature describes its special abilities or the requirements to use it. So, for instance, I have chainmail armor. It's heavy, and I get a -1 to evasion because of it. But I'm not trying to evade.
I mean, you're up there to
I'm tanking.
mess with things.
Yeah.
And tell us about inventory, Leanna.
So inventory is where you store your items and consumables. I have a potion in mine, a minor stamina potion, which clears 1d4 stress. And so, for example, my potion is a consumable. So if I use it, I need to make sure to cross it out because it's gone.
Amazing. And then finally, there is also inventory slots where you would store any weapons you want to carry but don't have active. While in your inventory, features from these weapons are not usable or applicable. They knew who they were writing this for. They're very smart in that.
But if I'm holding 5 magical weapons, why can't I use them?
They're magic.
The voice of the long-term DM. We're going to quickly cover the basics of what you need to know to start playing. First of all, Daggerheart is a collaborative, narrative-focused role-playing game. That means we'll all be working together to tell a story using the mechanics of the game as our foundation. You will each make choices for your characters during the adventure, and I will describe the rest of the world reacting around them. Sometimes I might ask you a question, what your character knows about a place or has heard about a person. I'll do my best to integrate your answers into the story that we're telling so that we're building the world together. All right, everyone grab your dice. We're going to go look at some dice.
Dice.
Let's talk about how we roll the dice in Daggerheart. I'll give you the basics and we'll learn more as we go. First, grab your 2d12 dice called your duality dice. Decide which represents hope and which represents fear. When you have your character do something in the story that is dangerous or could result in consequences, I will probably ask you to make an action roll. You'll roll both of those d12 dice and add the applicable character trait to the result. I'll usually tell you which one, but sometimes I might ask you, or you can offer me one. You are always welcome to make an argument for a different one if you wish. If you want to, you may use some of the tokens that you have there and there to represent the modifier for the roll. So if you have like a +2 in it, well, I'll just read the example. If let's say you're making an agility roll and you have a +2 in that trait, you'll take 2 tokens in your hand and roll them with your dice. Then you'll count everything up and tell me the results. You'll add the 2 d12s together and tell me what the result is. And then which die rolled higher. For example, if you rolled a 6 on the hope die and a 10 on the fear die, that would be 16, plus the 2 tokens that you rolled, bringing it to a total of 18. Because the fear die rolled higher, you would tell me that you got an 18 with fear. If you roll with hope, you remark a hope on your sheet. If you roll with fear, I gain a fear and can make a GM move. This means I get to impact the flow of the narrative, usually to add some kind of complication to the scene. I start the game with a number of fear equal to the number of players. We currently have 3 players here. Our 4th may join us tonight, and if not, he'll join us next week. So I will be fair and start with 3. Sometimes you might have an experience that applies to a role. Maybe you have expert climber and are trying to scale a wall, or eagle eye and you're trying to spot tracks in the dirt. You can spend a hope before the roll to describe how that experience helps you and add its value to your role. I will also add that if you have something like that, I can easily make the argument that because you're good at the thing, unless it's real hard, you don't have to roll for it. Lastly, let's talk about spellcast rolls. These are action rolls using your spellcast trait, which will be on your subclass's foundation card if you are a spellcaster. For example, Marlowe's spellcast trait is Instinct. Yes. All right, we've talked about dice. Let's talk about what they do in the story. Usually, I will set a difficulty for the roll based on the situation, like a 6, 14, or 25, and your goal is to meet or beat that number. If an ability or spell has a number on it, like the spellcast roll 13, that's the difficulty of the roll. If you succeed, you get what you wanted. If you don't, you fail and something new happens in the story because of it. And hope and fear also play a part in this. If you get a success with hope, that means you accomplish your goal and all is well. You can continue to pass the scene around the table to the other players as you'd like, which we will get into when we talk about things like initiative. Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. A success with fear means that you do it, but there is a consequence or a complication. So I gain a fear and can make what we call a GM move. This just means I'll change the story in some way. You might have to mark a stress, adversaries might attack, the environment might change, or you might get only part of what you wanted. So if, for example, you rolled a success with a fear and you're trying to get over a river, you get most of the way across, but you splash in partway through, which for at least one of our characters would be very bad.
He's so scary.
Skip it.
So bad. The move that I make will always aim to push the story we're telling forward in an exciting way. It is not my goal to stop you. It is my goal to progress the story in an interesting way. If you roll a failure with hope, you don't get what you wanted, but things don't go as badly as they could. I'll make a move that matches the narrative, and then I'll turn things back to the rest of the table. If you roll a failure with fear, the situation goes very badly. I'll highlight a fear and make a move that raises the stakes to highlight the consequences. And, saving the best for last, if you ever roll 2 of the same number, no matter what that number is, that is a critical success in Daggerheart.
Ooh.
You get what you wanted and a little extra. You get to mark a hope, and you can also clear a stress if you have one. If it is an attack roll, you add the maximum your damage dice could roll as a modifier to your damage roll. For example, if you roll 1d8 plus 4 damage, you would add an additional 8 to the roll.
Nice.
It is very good. They say to put some character and terrain standings on the table. I'm not doing that because I don't want to deal with showing the map just yet. But we're going to talk about some combat. Sometimes when a fight breaks out, I'll put a map of some kind on the table to show where everybody is. It is not as granular as D&D is. It is more about how close or far you are. There are ranges in this. There's melee when you're right next to each other. Very close is within 5 to 10 feet, about. Close is 10 to 30 feet. Far is 30 to 100 feet. And very far is off the map, but in the scene, basically. When you want to attack a target, you'll ask me if it's in range of your weapon. If it is, you can make an attack roll with that weapon using the trait it calls for. This is called an attack roll.
Oh.
Sorry, I do love how this is set up. It is excellent for walking through, but there are definitely times where I'm like, okay, this is a little hand-holding.
It's cute how they seem to bounce back and forth between writing for someone who has never heard of a TTRPG versus someone who has played so many of them that they have tried to break them.
Exactly. and the it's not a dissonance of tone, but it is an interesting match of tones. If you succeed against the target, you'll then make a damage roll. Look at the damage dice section of your weapon, roll the specified dice, and tell me the total, and whether the damage is physical or magic. If any of your action rolls during combat are with fear or are a failure, I will often use my GM move to put the spotlight on an adversary who is attacking you or doing something else important in the scene as a consequence. Additionally, I have the opportunity to spend fear after that happens to shift the spotlight to an additional adversary or make another GM move. In most cases, I can't have the same enemy take the spotlight more than once in a GM turn, so after I'm out of adversaries to spotlight or I've spent as much fear as I want to, I'll pass play back to you all to figure out what happens next. Generously. Combat functions just the same as the rest of the game, meaning there's no turn order you must go in. You all get to do what you'd like in the order you want to do it, and I get to make GM moves in response. Because of this, you shouldn't feel locked into only making an attack on an enemy once the fight breaks out. Remember to think about the scene and the situation as a whole narrative moment and consider what you could do to make the best story. Story. All right. So, we've gone through the majority of the mechanics, and I'm sure everyone is sick to death of my voice at this point.
Never.
So, on the front page of your character sheets, the one with your character art, there are some questions. And basically what you guys are going to do is we're going to set up so it says in the story that these are Marlowe's most trusted allies. I want to know how that came to be. Marlo, how did you meet such a ragtag group of people? And we're you don't have to answer that instantly. We're going to go through things. But first, welcome, Folk and Myth. Thank you so much for the raid. Delighted to see you all. And since we're paused, there are 3 patron coins from Duke Fleeg for the players.
Thank you.
Poker chips are much easier to toss and catch, I think.
Right?
like
Yeah,
them.
they've got a nice heft to them.
They're appropriately heavy. Yeah. So thank you all so much for joining us. We're running through the starter set, the quick start of Daggerheart. We're excited to have you all along with us. All right.
Before we get into our relationship, is there anything I'm going in pretty blind with this, the world that we're in, anything.
This is when I haul out the chonky boy to see about the answer to that question, because frankly, all I've really paid attention to is Sablewood, because that's where you are.
Okay.
I'm guessing based on the name, there's some woods nearby.
What?
Trees and stuff?
Yeah. So you are in the core realm known as the Mortal Realm, Most adventures will likely take place here. This is the land, sea, and sky where mortals live out the entirety of their lives, the plane where the majority of all material beings and objects exist. Stories say this realm was created by the forgotten gods during the earliest age, and that these immortals traveled between the hollows above, and this new plane as easily as waking from a dream. But they are forgotten. This realm was also occupied by faint divinities, lesser deities created by both the forgotten and the new gods to oversee the mortal realm. It's the world around you, and I'm not...
It's the world, we make it.
Exactly. Like, there are some downloadable things to tell you more about the various realms. I have one pulled up for Sablewood, which is where you all are going to be heading, so that if I want to add some extra flavor in, I have access to that.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking more like, okay, so there's a king. There's a king.
What?
We are your trusted allies.
Yes.
We know these things. So we live in a kingdom. There are woods. Anything else about our immediate? I mean, and maybe this is something we get to decide, which is cool. But,
I think for this game, frankly, I did not read up a whole lot on the lore. So if anyone knows a lot about the lore of Daggerheart, don't get at me. I don't care for this one.
Cool.
We're gonna make up some stuff on our own as much as is interesting for you and helps inform your character.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say based on how everything is written and set up, it is very much our world to craft.
Yeah.
We have a couple launching off points, and I think we get to go from there.
Yeah, and it is very much like your standard fantasy world. So medieval Oid is kind of the feel of it, but there is also strong magic and a little bit of magic tech that happens in here, which honestly I think the most magical world should have a level of magical tech. Why wouldn't you have a constant burning flame cantrip just built into your stove that you can turn on and off? I think it's dumb to not have that in a world of magic.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so would you like to start with any of your questions, or would you prefer for one of your allies to ask you one?
You know what? I think I will pass it along to my allies.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, who goes first?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We do one on shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does the winner or loser ask the question?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Winner.
Winner, yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I was always going to do rock. I don't know why. I thought...
Okay, so I guess I go first.
Go for it.
We're showing our cohesion.
So
so smooth.
We
So
might not have
coherent.
played together before. This is really exciting.
It's actually really fun because I think I'm the only one who's played with every person at this table currently on screen. So it's exciting to get a brand new table together.
People. Okay, so I think just to peek behind the screen, we have three little connections that we can fill in as we please, that are sort of supposed to be character prompts. So let's see, can I do the voice? I think that I want to impress Marlo. I think I have a lot of respect for her as a leader and as a person, and I'm not super transparent with my emotions, so I try to show it by action instead. So I have sworn to protect and uphold your vision for the world, because I think that you have a clear spirit that I wish to empower.
Wonderful.
So how do you think that you first met Marlo? And this is something that can be open to back and forth questions. The whole basis of Daggerheart is asking questions and answering them, whatever sparks your interest.
Yeah. Okay, so I come from a mountainous region, Ridgeborn, where there's a giant community. So I'm a little bit of a fish out of water, a ribbit out of water. And I think that
I think the first question then is, why did you leave?
Why did I leave? I think, let's see. I'm not dumb. So I think that I have a bit of an academic side where I have an interest in learning more about the world and sort of the inner workings. And so I think I might have come to the city or the realm that we're in, and met you as more of a student, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, in what capacity would she have come across? You are King Emerus's right hand mage.
Yes.
Are there like civic requirements that come with that involve being out where other people can meet you?
Probably. There's probably some amount of. For some reason, I'm picturing like a town hall meeting that
Sure.
I had something akin to that. As not only am I the personal mage to King Emerus, but I think there's a certain amount of acting as a representative for the crown that I and others who work closely with the king and his court might have to take on. And so I could imagine. Having met Kari while out, fulfilling that sort of aspect of my responsibilities to the crown.
Mm-hmm. So what about her caught your attention?
I think I pretty quickly clocked that curiosity and desire to know more, and respect that in someone who has clearly left their community of origin in search of something more. I think that's something that Marlowe really values as a being from a lore-born background. Anyone who is motivated by that quest for knowledge, I think, is already off to a good start with her.
All right. Is there anything about that scene that you are interested in playing out?
I don't have anything immediately that I want to play out on that. I think that can be some like good, just backstory.
For sure.
Yeah, you never know when there's an opportunity for a flashback, but I'm not immediately thinking like I need to play that out at this moment.
Yeah. Bookmark.
Yep.
Just pin that somewhere.
Yep.
All right, Mark. What is one of the connections that you would like to assign to Marlowe, or questions that you would like to ask?
A connection that I have assigned to Marlowe, because I get to just write it in,
Hell yeah.
is we get into too much trouble. I feel like that's a nice contrast of the other relationship you currently have at the table.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm from the Underborn, so I come from an underground society. I assume we are above ground now in a nice luscious forest. They usually require suns and stuff like that to grow.
Gross.
And I feel like with my character probably left out of boredom more than anything. I'm thinking it's a smaller underground, not much changes. I mean, we don't even have like a daylight cycle. And so coming into town, I probably picked up a job posting through the court that was something along the lines of needs to be, not too sus about what's about to happen. The stuff you're not asking the court to do.
Sure.
I kind of filled in, and we got this like natural bond of, this is a fun out of control every once in a while. So yeah, we get into too much trouble, I think.
That sounds good.
What do you think is something like the court would have had you do that would have made you reach outside of the proper
a
channels?
roguish type.
I wonder if there was, you said you were from the Underborn?
Underborn. So
I wonder if there was some sort of, whether it's like a diplomatic task or something where the court needed to be reaching out to the Underborn community, and I had maybe sought out somebody who knew that culture a little bit better than I did. And I imagine I also, I was considering one of the options that I have is I owe you a favor. And I was wondering if maybe that first interaction, I made the assumption that you would be cool with swimming. and, and made a horrible mistake there and have felt kind of guilty about it since. And I can imagine there might be a little bit of, pardon the pun, ribbing back and forth about that, where I feel bad about that, but I also am like, on our various things, like, there's a pool over there. Just, you want to just like, I dropped something in the river. Could you go get that for me? And
help you in.
And you could be exactly. I could see that being just kind of the friendly give and take there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty excellent. So what would you assign then to Kari as your connections on there? Or make one up.
Yeah.
You are no means bound to what is on the sheet if something else appeals.
I think that Kari has become a pretty trusted ally in this, someone that I go to fairly often for when there's court business that needs to be done. And I think you've become sort of a trusted confidant. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think your quests to know more about the things that have brought you into this, I think have won you a lot of loyalty from me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like our first sort of prompt feels like the beginning of their relationship.
Yeah, I think they go back a ways, I think.
Yeah, and that and at some point the giant axe probably came into play at some point.
Yeah, probably. What's your question?
I mean, giant axe, the knife that goes between the ribs, the flash of magic. Sometimes the king's business requires a little bit more hands-on activities.
Yeah. Now, do these two know each other, though?
That's a good question.
We have a connection.
Okay.
There's one for everyone at the table.
Excellent.
Well, I saw you wrote one for me.
I already did, yep.
Go for it.
So
Tell
what
us
is
about it.
I'd follow you anywhere.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you know this. I have followed you places because you're the tallest person in town. And again, out of sheer boredom, I believe Barnacle has been, what am I going to do today? That person's tall. And just followed along.
Just purely based off of height.
Oh, yeah.
Is this something Barnacle does regularly with just like picking the tallest person they could find?
Yeah, they're the easiest, so it's easy practice. You don't have to think about it too hard.
Or other like distinctive features where it's like maybe not the tallest, but like, that person's wearing the brightest coat today.
The only person wearing yellow in town, I'm definitely following them. They're clearly a psychopath.
Oh yeah,
Don't
obviously.
trust the color yellow.
Has Kari ever caught you?
Have you ever caught me?
How's your insight?
It's
Or
plus
whatever.
one instinct. So
Yeah.
First roll.
I rolled a 19, and it was my fear. So I think.
So I think you did discover me, but it scared the crap out of both of us.
Yeah.
Of like they went around the corner. I should probably catch up. You probably were like, I think someone's following me. I'm going to check around the corner. And we just full on ran into each other, full startle.
Yeah. That's
And that's
really good.
probably where you actually got to learn my name at that point. I'm going to say that I probably did this maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, before
you realize.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Hello, Barnacle here. I was just walking through.
I almost cut your head off. You cannot do this. There are certain social boundaries.
Yeah, and so the social boundaries dictate that there are no axes in the town square. So, used axes in the town
This
square.
is ceremonial X.
Well, thankfully I'm not a ceremony.
Yeah. It can be used for other things. What were you doing following me?
Practice. I'm a,
You're a what?
I like to skulk. I come from a land down under, and I just miss kind of the shadows and the moveabouts. And you're very tall. That's very impressive.
I am very tall. It is very impressive.
Can I buy you a drink?
You can buy me a drink, yeah. We could be square. One drink, and and like watch out. Like if I had a worse head on my shoulders, like you would not have a head on your shoulders.
That's fair. Well, let's see if you can catch me. Race you to the bar. And I'll just turn around and 180 out of there.
And I'm very slow.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I'm not going to run.
I will just intentionally, like every other block, just jog in place. The offer is definitely sincere.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, I was doing an awkward again.
Gee willikers, I was doing an awkward. I love that. Thank you for that lovely scene. Pooja, what is your connection to Barnacle?
So I think you remind me of my little brother, and so you both like annoy me, and I have a lot of affection for you. Mm-hmm. Like you can get away with a lot, but also you get on my nerves.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we've set that up nicely.
Yeah, just based off of that.
Yeah. It's like, there's never any ill intent, but there's definitely I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think that I'm pretty even keeled most of the time, unless I'm in battle mode. But you are really good at getting under my skin. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that. And just for my brain, what are relative heights? Like, I know you're a giant, so you're very tall, Pooja.
I'm very tall.
And if it doesn't say on there, feel free to just make it up and tell me, because I'm curious.
I'm gonna say I rest about 4'6", but I've got like the springy legs, so when I really need to stretch out, I probably get up like another foot, so like 5'6".
Very nice.
But yeah, just definitely always on the heels, because my legs are like 90 degrees in this artwork.
So you can be taller.
Yeah.
So you're usually just like kind of...
Yeah, definitely. I've got the skulk.
Your eye animation is that little bounce?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then every once in a while, I'll just, during the jump, get the long extension for sure.
About how tall is a giant in your head?
Oh, man. 12 feet.
Yes.
Love it.
And I think I'm a little short for a giant, so I'm like 11'5".
11'5".
So when you told me that I was like, you won me over when you were like, you are very tall. That is impressive. I was like, that's right. I am.
I was the short person.
I am very tall.
You're right. I am very tall here.
And how about Marlo?
I think that she is... Okay, so she's an elf, and I think the elves are supposed to be... I think she's kind of short for an elf.
I was going to say elves are whatever you want them to be.
Yeah, that's true. I think she is probably...
2 feet to 7 feet.
Yeah. I think she's probably, like... I'd say like 5'10" or so, but gives... she has a presence that gives the impression that she's taller.
Sure.
Just one of those where if she tells you her height, you're like, really? Like, are you always wearing heels or something? It's the presence.
For sure.
Do you have like an official court hat that also makes you taller when you're on the clock?
Occasionally, I will wear the court hat, which does give me a little bit of height. And also, if I'm bored, sometimes I'll just like do a little levitation spell to just get a few extra inches.
Just a little wee.
just real subtle, usually with, if I'm wearing like a cape or something that kind of obscures the fact that I'm doing
the more long-winded someone's talking to you, you're like, I want this to be over.
Yeah.
Floating above them.
Yes.
Ever,
just,
so like,
yeah. Or if they're pissing me off, then just to get a little more intimidating.
Yeah, you do the like Gandalf, like...
Yes. So just kind of gradually becoming taller and taller. Yes.
Excellent. And just to do a little bit of world building, because we're here. We won't see most of this because we'll be in the Sablewoods. But I imagine this as being a mid-sized city. It is the capital city, but this is also medieval times. So probably no more than like 5,000 to 7,000 people. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the bar that you like to frequent.
This bar is the odd hours bar. So like a lot of bars are open, like late, like they open late, they stay open late. And then this bar opens as the other bars are closing and then just stays open until all like the other bars begin to open. So it's kind of like that one holdover bar.
It's the in-between bar.
Yeah. It's like the end up place where it's like, oh, we want to keep going, but everyone else closes at midnight. And you're like, well, this bar just opened at 11. Let's go. And there's nothing special about it. It's literally like the smallest of menu in town. There's no skill whatsoever. It's like the night shift bar. And it's the place that's open. And I think coming from somewhere without sunlight, I like being up during the night hours.
For sure.
So this is definitely my social hub, probably a regular, probably where I pick up odd jobs, because I do not think I have the attention span for a regular gig. It's very much a jobber. I'll do what I can, but I definitely have my favorite booth that has never been reserved for me because I'm always the first one in.
Nice.
That's valid. It's kind of like Cheers. Everyone knows your name.
Yeah.
And there is a notice board that is by the door where periodically there's bits and pieces of work that you can pick up. And it's never like a lot of money, but you know, your handful of gold never gets too low. Kari, tell me about the accommodations that you live in.
This is a diverse community, but I think that it's a little small. It's I think that I probably like have an official position at the court at this point, to an extent, where I'm like on retainer. So it's like nice, but everything is just like a little
too small.
A little too small, yeah. And so like you know, I often like have a very dense physical regimen to keep myself like spry because I'm like constantly feeling like cramped and you know, I wake up with like cricks in my body and stuff. So I'm, you know, I have to get onto the oh god, where did I do the fighting? The yard. Yeah.
Down to the yard?
Yeah, I gotta go to the yard.
Yeah, and the yard is a place where the King's Guard tends to train, and you're not officially part of the King's Guard, but they know you, and they're not going to kick you out. So like, if there's someone to spar with, the drill instructor loves seeing you come through.
Yeah, for sure.
Time to scare some rookies.
That's right. Yeah, go up against Kari. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think you know it. I think that where she came from was like a semi-nomadic culture. So she doesn't like tend to like over homify her space. You know, she's got a couple like little trinkets and things that are like this is my home, but like she's like ready to leave, you know, and ready to pack up and go somewhere else at like any given moment.
Does she like being under a roof most of the time? Or does a part of her yearn to be back in the open nomadic area?
Yeah, it's a push and a pull. There are definitely things she likes about it, you know. She there were things that sort of rubbed up against her from where she came from, where she didn't feel like she really fit in properly, but she feels kind of the same here. Yeah, so I think she does have like sort of that call to like change, and I think that's kind of what drew her here in the first place, was that she's always like, what's the next thing, you know? So there are things that are keeping her here, but she feels a little bit of that itch. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marlo, the person that you interact with the most besides the king himself when the king is busy is the seneschal.
Okay.
The person who keeps the household running and appointments moving on time, all of that. Tell me about the seneschal. What kind of a person is this? Sorry, I threw you a bit of a curveball there.
Yeah. No, I think that is the sort of job that you can only manage if you are one of these people who is super organized, but also always seems frazzled even when there's nothing to be frazzled about. So I think, sorry, what did you say that this person's title was?
They are the seneschal.
Seneschal, okay. I think they're like, this is someone that I work with frequently and sometimes have to be like, we're good. We're good.
Breath.
Yeah, but but like, yes, I understand that there is like a royal banquet that has to happen, and that the king's granddaughter is getting married next year, and that there's much to do, and that the roses, and there's a lot that needs to be tended to. Mm-hmm. But you've got this. So I think this is someone who I do work with frequently, and who I have to know, when to. There's a bit of translating. Like, is this a problem where we need to send out the official mage to go tend to things, or is this just kind of, in a day or so this is gonna be fine?
Right. What is the biggest problem you've solved for them that they don't know about?
Ooh. I think there was a scandal brewing involving not the king, but like some of his family that I was able to resolve before it even came to the attention of the king. I had heard rumors in town, and was able to put a stop to the malfeasance that was occurring.
Malfeasance is such a good word.
With appropriate counsel, payoffs, little magic, not too much magic, just a little bit, to get, to just kind of head off a problem before it became something that was going to cause a major scandal for the royal family.
So you're someone who has your fingers on the pulse of things going on in the city pretty much constantly.
Yeah, I have to play the role of a fixer sometimes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Barnacle.
Yes.
What's the worst situation that your curiosity has gotten you into?
The worst situation my curiosity has gotten me into.
Aside from working with me.
And running headlong into Kari.
And swimming.
Yeah, other than these miscreants, the 2 times I've gotten into water, I think the worst... I think the worst situation I've gotten into is I ruined a wedding.
Ooh.
It was... Everyone just looked really nice. I really wanted to go. I was like... something cool is going to be happening here. So I got dressed up really nice. I snuck in, and I didn't realize it, but I was on stage, like where the ceremony was happening. And they refused to start until I leave, but no one actually told me that. So I was waiting around for everything to start, and everyone else was waiting around for me to leave. And so I delayed that wedding by like 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
I was fascinated the entire time of being like, when is this going to start? And it didn't. I never met the couple because they were waiting for their entrance and they were waiting for me to leave. So I met everyone at that wedding but the couple who I delayed.
That was, in fact, the king's granddaughter, wasn't it? Well, that was the king's granddaughter's wedding.
I never knew.
So I didn't see what it was that was causing the major delays.
Yeah.
But I've already forgotten. The person I work with.
Seneschal.
The Seneschal. Was so I've never seen them turn so bright red. They were so angry. I was tending to something that was like actually important that day before making it over to the ceremony or for the reception more than anything. But yeah, I was hearing that there was some sort of disruption. I didn't realize that was you.
Yeah, that was me. The caterer who showed up late. When they started their fire, it caught my attention, and I figured there's fire over there. I should probably go check that out. Nothing's happening here, so I eventually left.
Oh, man, I didn't realize that was you.
I didn't realize that was a royal wedding I interrupted.
Small world.
I probably owe you a gig, and just actually get credit for it this time. So yeah.
I love everything about that. That is excellent.
But that's how I got my first suit.
You know what? Everyone needs a good suit.
Yeah.
Like, you never know when you're going to need it, but you always need at least one.
So you got the suit for the wedding that you weren't invited to.
Oh, yeah. I saw a bunch of people that looked really nice.
Yeah.
Going and gathering.
Yeah.
And when I joined, I didn't realize I was up where the ceremony was supposed to be.
So you went and got a suit really quick so that you could join.
Oh, yeah, I know a guy.
Okay, great. Excellent.
I feel like that should be a secondary aspect on your sheet is just I know a guy.
I know a
By
guy.
experience, I do have strike a deal. So
Okay,
Close enough.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
That is 100% close enough.
they were like, these are unhemmed pants. I was like, that's great. I have long legs. They can be shorter. It's
Yep.
fine.
Yeah, you can make your legs whatever length they need to be. Your legs fit the pants rather than
Yes.
the other way around.
Your legs fit the pants.
I've been told that before.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Kari, what is the most interesting battle that you've been part of? Or counter to, or adding to that, you're a guardian. How did that start? Whichever one you find most interesting there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play into my tendencies as a player.
Hell yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I was attracted to this character is I tend to go like martyr mode to a degree that is unhealthy. So I think that might have been part of why. So her people are not like, you know, constantly warring, but there is a culture, a martial culture, and sometimes it is necessary. And she is quite gifted in that realm, but is actually like didn't move as far up as it, like, you know, she doesn't work for the guard. She doesn't she's no longer with her people. And I think it's partially because she has these tendencies of like self-sacrificing to a degree where it's like, you're not actually like helping. You're like, like, this is like, we need you alive too.
Yeah.
You know,
Put on your own oxygen mask.
and especially, and especially with her family, they were like, you know, we're like, there were, close calls where they were fighting a warring clan where she like was near death on more than one occasion in these battles, and like was just like, okay, I can go back out there, I can go get back out there, and her family was like, you're not, you know, like you're going back to the like to the back. You know, we don't want you on the front lines anymore. We're at the point where we are more worried about you than we are about like you're distracting us.
Sure, you're more of a liability at that point.
Yeah. And that was part of what like drew her to leave, is that she was like, I'm not a soldier, and I need to find a different path in life. Yeah.
Right. Marlo,
Yes.
you are the king's personal mage.
Yes.
Has your family always served the royal family, or are you first gen?
Yeah, I think we have. I think
Okay.
for a long time. I think maybe maybe not always, but for several generations we have. So I'm certainly not the. Probably goes back to my grandparent or great grandparent. I think for a few generations back and a couple generations back in the royal line as well.
Sure. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that the royal family are human.
Okay.
Or whatever the equivalent is in this game. I haven't looked.
I think it's human. Yeah, I think
Human is just
Mortal.
like the easiest way to say it.
because if I recall, the other quick start character who none of us ended up taking, I believe, was human.
Yes. That makes a great deal of sense. So how many lines of the royal family have you did you watch Emerus grow up? Have you been in the family that long?
I think he's fairly elderly. I think he is nearing the
grandfather.
end. Yes, he's nearing the end of his reign. So I took over not terribly long ago from, we'll say, my mother.
Okay.
Just because old, tired, wasn't able to continue serving the demands of, it's demanding being the official mage for the royal court. So I think it was my grandfather who served the prior king. And then he also served King Emrys. They were about the same age, or my grandfather was a bit older.
Okay.
So he served the prior king and then the transition to King Emrys. And then it was my mother for most of the king's reign. And now it's me. And I'm already, speaking with the princess, the heir apparent to the throne.
What do you think of her?
I think, King Emrys has been a good leader to his people for a long time, but he is old. And I think that she takes the responsibilities of the throne very seriously, and I think it will be good to have that new energy brought in. She also, she's been waiting a long time to to accede to the throne, so she is very prepared. She is, she's a mother. She's she's very, she's ready. She's,
What do you think of her kids? Since they're probably, at least one of them got married.
Yeah, so that's not one who is in the line of succession. I think that's the third of her kids.
Sure.
She didn't have the backbone to start her own wedding. She didn't have the reins.
No.
Yeah, someone really should have come out and said something before it was 45 minutes in.
The prince who will follow from his mother, he's young. He's a bit of a playboy. He's not ready, but he's a smart kid. I think he'll be okay. By the time that, presumably, I'm hoping that King Emrys has quite a number of years left in his reign, and then the princess will hopefully have a good long reign as well. I think the kid's going to be ready by the time the throne is ready for him. It's a shame that his younger brother isn't the one who is most likely to accede to the throne, because he's the one who would really be good. But that will not be my problem. That will be some other mage's problem by the time that that generation it takes the lead in the kingdom.
There is always speculation about royal families. Has there been an instance where the heir apparent has been skipped over?
Not for a long time. Several generations back, and certainly not since my family has been in it. But there are stories many generations back, which I know that the royal family is very aware of and kind of ashamed of.
Sure.
Because when you have that distance from it, you don't know too much of why those decisions were made. It just seems unjust in retrospect, and but no, not for quite some time.
Okay. All right. Do you all have any questions for me to build out this world a little bit?
What is kind of the spread of population in this town? Because I know we have a frog person, we have a giant. How much of a sore thumb are we in a crowd versus,
You do stand out, but not excessively. This is the capital of the kingdom, and it is definitely a melting pot. Now, certainly communities of a kind tend to stick a little bit more together. So there might be a neighborhood that is Ribbits. There might be a neighborhood that is a few giants that have set up shop together. But in general, it's humans and elves for the most part. But there are a lot of other people who come and go, bringing their wares, their crafts, their knowledge, their stories. There's I don't remember what the cat people are called, but one of them opened the bar.
Qataris,
thank you. There's a bar that a Qatari runs. There, your drink might end up on the floor periodically, but it is the best beer that has been brewed in the whole city.
They just slide it all the way off the bar.
And you understand that is the occasional collateral damage.
They can't help it.
They can't, and they do apologize profusely and fill you up another one. Like, you haven't
Why
lost.
did they do that? There you go.
Shouldn't leave your drink that close to the edge of the bar, okay?
I mean, obviously, it's a safety check. I'm going to show
we
you
have
what
to make sure
happens.
gravity works. You have to make sure gravity's still working in the bar.
Cats aren't assholes; they're scientists.
I keep telling them just tap it towards the bar.
But yeah, you do all stand out a little bit, but not in the like, oh my god, is that a ribbit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts, questions?
Should we talk a little bit about some of our abilities and spellcasting in particular? At the very least, I see that I need a couple of tokens for one of my cards.
Okay. Why don't you run over your cards that are not your background and all of that stuff? The two cards that you have in front of you.
So I have multiple cards here. So as
Everyone has 5 cards.
yes, so one of them is the traits of being a sorcerer. One of them is the traits of being an elf. One is the traits of being loreborn. So presumably everyone's going to have one for their class, their ancestry, and their community. And then I have 2 spell cards. So one of them is Unleash Chaos. At the beginning of a session, place a number of tokens equal to your spellcast trait on this card. My spellcast trait is Instinct, and my Instinct is a +2. So presumably I need 2 tokens.
Okay.
To use this, I would make a spellcast roll against a target within far range and spend any number of tokens to channel raw energy from within myself to unleash against them. On a success, roll a number of d10s equal to the damage, the tokens you spent, and deal that much magic damage to the target. Mark a stress to replenish this card with tokens up to your spellcast trait. At the end of each session, clear all unspent tokens.
Okay.
And then my other spell, so that was Unleash Chaos. My other one is Rain of Blades. And if I'm recalling correctly, I have one from each of my, what are these called? I have one from Arcana and one from Midnight.
Yes.
I don't remember what those...
It's on here. I know it's on here. It's your domain.
My domain.
Yes.
My domain. So I have, so I think, I'm guessing that Unleash Chaos is the Arcana one, and then Rain of Blades is the Midnight one, which allows me to spend a hope to make a spellcast roll and conjure throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range. Targets you succeed against take d8 plus 2 magic using your proficiency. If a target you hit is vulnerable, they take an extra 1d8 damage.
I've been watching your earring creep out. I was wondering if that was going to happen. And that is something that I will say at the top of this. Hope and fear are spend them.
Yeah.
Spend them as...
Every roll generates one or the other.
Exactly. Every single roll that I ask you to do will either give me fear or will give you hope. So do not consider it to be like our bits. Consider it to be, it is water. Run through it.
It's water?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's water.
It's liquid. Are you okay with liquids?
As long as it's shallow, it's fine.
Okay.
He's okay with beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
drink.
beer's great. Yeah, beer's fine.
I don't do the tall glasses. Bowls, fine.
Yeah.
Do you drink it like a cat? Like the tongue goes...
Occasionally. I would say after
Do you like a bottle rather
after
than
my 4th or 5th drink, like on a good night, instead of just picking up the cup, it's just tongue straight.
tongue goes straight to it.
Yeah.
I
It
love
just
that.
won't even lean forward, just full tongue out.
Yeah.
So good.
Very good.
Pooja, what are Kari's abilities?
So the art is really cool, I will
The
say.
art is beautiful
Yes, it's
in
great
this.
artwork. Yeah.
Especially, I love the whirlwind art. It's really cool. Top
It's
down
what
view.
everyone wants to do in a sword fight, and almost no one's good enough to actually pull off.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 2 abilities from my domain, Valor and Blade. My Blade ability is Whirlwind, so I can make an attack against a target within very close range. On a success, spend a hope to use the attack against all other targets within very close range. All additional adversaries you succeed against with this ability take half damage. So I can do a big sweep and attack and get a bunch of people
Big
at once.
AoE of everyone who's within 5 to 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then my other one is I am your shield, and this is for Valor, I assume. When an ally within very close range would take damage, you can mark a stress to stand in the way and make yourself the target of the attack instead. when you take damage from this attack, you can mark any number of armor slots. I don't know why I would mark more than one.
To reduce the damage more. Oh, okay.
So if it were severe damage, you could mark 2 to turn it from major and then down to minor.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Tight.
My abilities.
Yeah, tell us about your abilities.
I am a Nightwalker rogue, which gives me the domains of Midnight and Grace. My Midnight ability...
You a dancy boy.
A little bit. My Midnight ability is Pick and Pull, so I gain advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, and steal items from a target, either by stealth or by force.
This is the one that we were reading where Mark was
yeah.
They knew exactly who they were writing for.
Yeah, it was like the inclusion of non-magical, very important, and the parentheses either through stealth or by force. It's like, great. Love that. My other ability, I have inspirational words. So my speech is imbued with power. After a long rest, I get to place a number of tokens on this card equal to my presence, which is 1. And when I speak with an ally, I can spend a token from this card to give them 1 benefit from the following options. Clear a stress, clear a hit point, give a hope. And then when I take a long rest, it all goes away. So then it comes back. So yeah, just pep talks.
Okay.
Pep talk.
Definitely not bardic inspiration.
No,
Definitely
totally not.
It's inspirational words.
Yes, no.
Different.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's so different.
I mean, there is the feat that does that effectively, but yes.
And then being a rogue, I do have some pretty typical things. I'm much better at hiding. And I actually have a spellcast trait of finesse. And I can actually step through shadows. By marking a stress, I can move from shadow to shadow. When I'm in an area of darkness or a shadow cast by another creature or object, I can spend the stress and reappear inside another shadow within far range.
Wow.
And when I reappear, I am cloaked, which is better than hidden in this game.
Nice.
Good to know.
Whenever I would normally become hidden, because I am a rogue, it's my class feature, I am cloaked, which just makes it so if somebody were to find me, I'm like, no, I'm hidden, I'm cloaked, and then I can pop out. So yeah.
No, I am small, do not hit me.
Pretty much. And then, typical class feature of a rogue, I do get sneak attacks.
Hell yeah.
So I get an extra d6 on my damage if I am cloaked or an ally is within melee range of my target.
All right. Is there anything from either of your class abilities that are on your sheet that you'd be interested in sharing? Just so we all go over all the fun things.
Okay, well, my class features include Arcane Sense, so I can sense the presence of magical people and objects within close range. I also can do a minor illusion by making a spellcast roll parentheses 10.
That is the difficulty, yeah.
Great. On a success, I create a minor visual illusion, no larger than myself, within close range, and it's convincing to anyone at close range or farther.
Okay. I'm suddenly seeing double.
And then finally, I can channel raw power. Once per long rest, I can place a domain card from my loadout into my vault and choose to either gain hope equal to the level of the card, or enhance a spell that deals damage, gaining a bonus to my damage roll equal to twice the level of the card.
So Vault matters a lot more when it's like a longer campaign, because when you hit 5th level, you have more cards in your loadout than you're able to have in your hand. And so the things that you have access to but can't access immediately, it's like prepared spells. You can access it in a short rest, or you can spend a stress to do an immediate trade out, which is a far superior system, in my opinion. Because sometimes you just don't know what you needed.
Speaking of systems, and we had our first difficulty roll, just a shout out, since it's a 2d12 system.
Yes.
Average would be 12, because it's about the average of a dice roll.
Yeah.
So a 10 is slightly easier than 50-50.
Yeah, and
just like keeping the scale in mind. Minimum's a 2, max a 24.
And and if you roll a 2, it's a critical success because it's 2 1s, 1 on each die. Exactly. Yes.
And it's a spellcast roll with a difficulty of 10. I spellcast with Instinct, which I have a +2 on. So the odds are even better.
The odds are very good that you will do the thing that you are good at. Now, I will point out, very interestingly to me, and I'm going to see how this plays out on the playing side of things. You all use 2d12s. I still use a d20.
Oh.
Ooh.
Everything that I do as far as attack rolls or ability checks are still done with your good old-fashioned d20. So, and apparently I was reading a little bit about like GM moves and things like that, and they were saying that the bell curve is set up to favor the players.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about this in the After Dark, I'm sure. This is going more into system stuff, but it's just interesting to think about all of that.
Yeah.
All right, and you have some.
A lot of mine are passive. Like I get little bonuses to my stats, which we didn't. These were pre-generated characters, so I didn't have my hands on this, but it is helping me, which I appreciate. What I had a question about. So I have a reach as a giant. Treat any weapon, ability, spell, or other feature that has a melee range as though it has a very close range instead.
So melee range is that usual, like someone's right next to you, that 5 feet thing. Very close is within 5 to 10 feet of you. So you're able to reach out and touch someone a little bit further away.
Oh, I see. So melee is actually closer than very close.
Correct.
Yeah. That was confusing to me.
Yeah.
There are 5 ranges. Let's just go ahead and go over these.
So just your melee is really big. You're really big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melee is when 2 creatures are next to each other. So if we're looking at the grid, it's these 2 squares. Very close is 5 to 10 feet. So if you're here, then you can reach out and touch someone over here.
Okay.
Close is 5 to 10 feet, is 10 to 30 feet. What I really love is that's how they say to measure these. Very close is 5 to 10 feet, or anywhere on the map within the length of the short side of a playing card, about 3 inches.
Okay.
Sure. That's a great scale.
Close is 10 to 30 feet, or anywhere on the map within the length of a standard pencil, 6 inches. Far is 30 to 100 feet, or anywhere within a letter-sized pieces of paper, longest length.
Okay.
Interesting.
And very far is anywhere beyond that while still in the scene.
So we don't have to argue over the Pythagorean theorem.
Correct.
That's the best part.
The number of times that I have had the Pythagorean theorem open while I was playing an Aarakocra, oh my god, unreasonable.
The number of times I've said, it's fine, it's probably 30 feet, and been told, oh my god, no.
Yeah. I mean, I think just to talk broadly about Daggerheart, I like they did that with the gold, where it's like handfuls, bags, chests. They do that with range, where it's melee very close. Like it's like kind of broader terms.
Yeah.
It's intuitive, and it also uses objects that most people have directly to hand.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which I like.
It's
So
very
this is not an inventory management simulator.
no, and I really
You want it to be.
I mean, if you want to play it on that mode, more power to you. All right. I think we're about ready to head to break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we can get started on Sablewood Messengers.
Yay!
So hang out, everyone. We will be right back as soon as we've all gotten up, stretched, gotten some water. You all should do the same as well. We will see you shortly.
Yay!
Bye.
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Quests and Chaos. We have spent the first part of this session going over mechanics, doing some rule stuff, talking about the dice and how Daggerheart is different than some other systems that you may be familiar with. And now we're going to actually get into some story with the Sablewood Messengers. As we
That's us.
we got a little bit delayed because I forgot to cut some things out beforehand, so I cut them out on as we were hanging out. So, we got some very lovely forest terrain. And this is where I'm going to show off the fact that the Quick Start adventure, which I will drop into the Discord after we're done running it, because I don't want you guys looking ahead.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. But it comes with everything that you need for standees if you don't have minis. So they really do make this as beginner friendly as possible. Big ups to Darrington Press for the work that they've done with this. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Sablewood Messengers.
That's us.
That's you.
It's our band name.
I know them.
I knew them before they were famous.
Oh, they've sold out, though.
Well,
They haven't been good since, their second album.
this evening, your party finally made it to the Sablewood, a sprawling forest of colossal trees that some say are even older than the Forgotten Gods. It's a place renowned for 2 things: its sunken pathways that provide the trade routes for many traveling merchants, and its unique hybrid animals. Even now, from within your carriage, you can hear strange sounds. The low calls of the lark moths, the croak of the lemur toads, the skittering of a family of fox bats in the underbrush. One of you is driving the carriage. Who is it?
Dibs.
Not very well, though.
We don't know if that's our carriage.
I can see that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Barnacle, you've noticed something unique about the way that the trees look here in the Sablewood. What is that? Tell me something about these trees.
I'm already suspicious of these trees.
Of course.
As someone who did not come from here, I've only heard one thing about the Sablewood. Mm-hmm. Is that every month, during the full moon, the trees move.
Okay.
Part of the reason why we have sunken paths is because you wouldn't be able to determine which way you're going unless it was below the roots. See,
I see.
That's what they don't tell you. So, yeah, very suspicious of
Barnacles
these
are conspiracy
gnarled
theorists.
Absolutely. So yeah, I don't trust these trees. I do not know if it's a full moon right now. I rarely check the sky. It's not a habit of mine to look up, so could be a full moon. Maybe they're walking around.
Like many video game players, he doesn't look up.
Growing up, we always said that the forest was full of tree wares. They are trees that become people during the full moon. Much like werewolves become wolf-like, they're trees, and then they become
So their true form is tree, but
true form
in the
people.
okay.
And then some of them will turn into like people-esque trees. So yeah, very suspicious, very gnarled woods.
I see. Do you see anything in the woods around you that confirms these stories that you've been told? Do you see the the flash of an eye that might open or close? What do you see?
I don't know if it's my poor sense of direction, or that the fact everything does move. But yeah, these woods have never looked the same twice to me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Also, the leaves change colors.
Yeah, they do.
That would only happen if they moved around.
And very often they fall and make great big blankets and copses of big piles of these leaves.
You mean they ambush travelers? Yeah.
Amazing. As you are driving deeper into the Sablewood, this is truly a very old forest. So as you're underneath the canopy, there are spots where the light breaks through here and there. But on the whole, it's not dark, but it is not good light in here. The light that reaches you as you are driving your carriage through the Sablewood is filtered through trees that are incredibly ancient. So there's a smell about the place that is very simultaneously fresh and old. You know what, like when you walk into a library and you smell those old books? It's like that, but trees.
Okay.
You can feel the age radiating off of them, but this is spring, and the leaves are fresh and beautiful and green and lovely. But for you, Barnacle, like,
Oh, don't trust it.
there's a branch that's like, how did that branch bend like that? There is nothing in nature that should twist it that direction. Did it move like that in the last full moon? When was the last full moon? You don't know.
Oh, both of you hear me randomly mutter, like, trees grow up, not out. Shouldn't be sideways. Because I know as a human, trees go in many ways.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no.
But as someone who grew up underground, why would you think that?
Trees only go up. And the fact that they're in angles is wrong.
Yeah. And for you, it does feel like a mass confusion. Do you come to Sablewood often? You said that it's not ever the same twice, or do you prefer to hang out in the capital city?
I don't go in very deep. I find it boring in a sense. Like, yes, I understand a lot of things are happening, but every animal interacts with me exactly the same way. They kind of just run away. So yeah, I'm very much liking city life.
Barnacle, do you have ADHD?
I don't know what that is.
It's just that the way that you're so focused on, like, entertainment, like, what is interesting to you? Like, what draws your attention?
Oh, everything.
Not the tree?
Well, not that tree.
Like, you're bored by forest.
It's not so much I'm bored by the forest, it's just that it's not entertaining.
How was that different?
Like, I'm okay with the forest. I just know that there's something better.
Like city.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can probably get back before first call, right?
I think our quest may take slightly longer than that.
We're going to the place in the wood.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what, like an hour?
Depends, well, to get there, but then I don't know how long it's going to take us to accomplish our quest once we arrive.
Because the trees move, and it might be a longer path.
And Marlo decides it's easier to just go with it and say, exactly.
How does Marlo feel about these woods?
Marlo, I think, doesn't spend a lot of time with them, but does find them, beautiful and ancient and inspiring. This isn't really where she draws her magic from necessarily, but she feels a reverence for it. The history there, the nature there. I'm assuming as we're going through here, and our friend Barnacle is sharing his theories that I am, kind of gently reaching out, trying to sense magic nearby, and I'm assuming that I'm not picking up anything with my arcane sense.
You're not picking up humanoid magic.
Okay.
But as you're reaching out to this ancient wood, you can feel like you're not a druid. But there is something about the magic.
Okay.
There is something to this place.
Okay.
And if you reach deep enough, you can almost feel. You would characterize it perhaps as a heartbeat.
Okay.
Like these woods are alive. In the way that these various animals that are hybrid animals skitter around. There's an ebb and a flow to the place, and all of that comes together to make a deep well of magic in this place.
Yeah, so I think in knowing that and sensing that, I think Marlo has a respect and reverence for it. Respectfully disagrees with Barnacle's take on this, but chooses, you know what? I don't need to get into that. Sure.
Battles.
It would not be wise to dissuade him of this notion.
Kari, do your people go through forests very often, or are you more an open plains kind of tribe?
I think we are a mountainous people. So there is definitely forests that we go through, like old pine forests and things like that. In the character thing, my question is that my community has a different name for Sablewood. So I think that there is actually, like, speaking of reverence, I think there is a pilgrimage that people do to Sablewood in my community, and it's literally in our tongue called Old Forest. And there's being older than the old gods. There is a worship. There's a big emphasis put on age and elders, respecting elders. That's probably part of what makes Kari respect you naturally. It's elves are old. Sure. We must respect our elders.
And I may or may not be older than you, but that's just kind of your instinct. Yeah.
Rebeats are young.
Yeah.
Like my little brother.
And therefore they are little brother.
They're little brother. So the woods are these are the eldest elders, so there is a kind of a feeling of these are the predecessors to the old gods. So I think generally speaking, Kari feels very reverent and at peace in these woods, but at the moment she's cramped inside the carriage because she didn't get first dibs on So she's feeling not as at peace as she usually does.
For sure.
And then is having a conversation through the little window to the driver.
There is a shotgun seat. I mean, they wouldn't call it that,
I
but
don't know if I would fit. There's room for me in the front and no one else.
that is completely valid. All right. So as you are making your way deeper in you are making your way to the village hush. And you know that this is an important place, but you're not entirely sure why. King Emerus has sent you with this chest that is about yay big, by yay big, and it is heavy. Okay. It is locked with locks both magical and mundane, and when the one constant magical sense that you feel, Marlowe, is this pulse of your king's power that locked it. This isn't even your power. This was his power. Okay. And it's very specific to this is a thing that the royalty are able to lock. You have the counter spell for the correct time, but the correct time is not now.
I'm wondering, of course Marlo would know this, but I'm thinking aloud here. Would that be a normal course of action for the king, or would this be an unusual precaution?
It is unusual enough that you know that this is something very important.
Okay, so it's unusual but not unprecedented.
Correct. Okay. You've seen this kind of lockdown before. Usually, the last time that you saw something locked down this heavily, it was the traditional crowns.
Okay. All right.
So it is to lock up something that is important to the kingdom.
Okay, so something that's very valuable or very powerful or of great symbolic importance.
Exactly. Okay. Something that, were it to fall into the wrong hands, may not destroy the kingdom, but would certainly be a huge morale blow. Okay. As your steeds pull the carriage around the tight corner, one wheel coming off the ground for just a moment, Barnacle is in a hurry to get there and get back before first call. You see an overturned merchant's cart lying sideways in the path before you, blocking your way. A scattering of fruits and vegetables litter the trail. From around the side of the carriage steps a Strix wolf, a large creature with the body of a wolf, the face of an owl, and large wings adorning its back. This friend.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Right?
You're a beautiful beast. You could not possibly be bad.
Friend-shaped.
Friend-shaped. It finishes chewing its meal, the hand of the dead merchant, as it stares at you, curious, trying to judge whether you're friend or foe. Then you see, following clumsily behind, two small pups watching their mother cautiously. You obviously bring the carriage to a stop because this thing is blocking the path and there's no way to easily get around. The rest of you feel the carriage come to a stop from the inside. What would you like to do?
There's a big thing out here.
That was the most Kermit you've sounded all night.
It's really good. I forgot I was doing it, and then we came back from the break, and I was like, yeah, I'll get back in there at some point.
Hey, you were mostly not in character as we were discussing the first half, so yeah.
Big thing. Okay. Let me out.
Part owl, part wolf.
the carriage, the carriage springs scream for a second.
Like tumble out. I think I have a soft spot for small things, so I see the pups, and I'm just like, oh.
The pups are precious.
Oh, we should not get between mother and pups. This is...
Do they have the extra floofy feathers, too?
They do. Like they said, the super fluffy down feathers that, you don't think that these little guys can fly yet. But they're sticking close behind mommy's legs. But they're watching you very curiously as you climb out of the carriage.
Okay. I make myself seem small. Not aggressive. And I describe wolf owl hybrid with mother and pups. And the hand of a merchant. Yep.
Barlow, what's the king's take on animal control these days?
this is not primarily my domain, but Marlo will take a look out and start thinking through how best to handle the situation. I suspect I am at least passingly familiar with these creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
The combination animals that are in the Sablewood are not mysteries to you necessarily. Okay. So you're familiar with Strix wolves. You know that they are territorial. They're very. I mean, they're very wolf in some ways. Okay. They have their ranges that they run in. Generally, they run in small packs. Sometimes it really is just a mother and her pups.
Okay.
But in general, yeah, they're not aggressive necessarily, okay, unless you're aggressive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the primary problem is that this overturned cart is blocking our path. Yes. Mm-hmm. Presumably, if that was moved, eventually our friends here will move along. Yes.
I would assume so.
Well, perhaps we appear large and sort of spook them.
That's a possibility. Or perhaps I could create some sort of an illusion that would lure them away, in which case we would not have to interact with them and we could just deal with the cart.
You are smartest person I know.
Thank you.
What would a wolf owl like to eat? Maybe a deer rat?
Yes. Oh. Yes, I think so.
You are second smartest person I know.
Mm-hmm. Going up in the books.
Okay, yeah, so I have the option, I have the possibility to create a minor illusion, no larger than myself within close range, which we said was, what was the range we said was close?
Between
30-ish feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think at the edge of that range, off to the, let's say to that side of the cart, taking that suggestion, I want to conjure an image of a deer rat. So okay. I think it's not the size of a full-size deer,
right?
But it's like maybe the size of a fawn, and it looks like a rat, but it has antlers.
It's like a jackalope.
Yeah, it's basically a jackalope. Yeah, it's basically a jackalope. And I want to conjure that kind of at the edge, and hopefully have it like make a little bit of a sound to draw their attention, so that maybe Mama takes off after that, and the babies chase after her.
Okay.
So I think I have to make a spellcast roll.
Yes, you do.
All right. So I need to roll
first roll.
All right. So I need to roll my 2d12s.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And
rolling.
It is rolling. Okay. Place. All right. So I've got a 6 on my fear dice and a 7 on my hope dice.
Okay.
Die.
That is 13 total. And what is your spellcasting modifier?
My spellcasting modifier, I spellcast with instinct, so that's a +2. So that's a total of 15 with hope.
That's correct.
Yes. All right. So that's a 15 with hope on a difficulty of 10.
Go ahead and mark a hope on your sheet.
Yay.
And you have the first hope of the game. Yay. Well, the first earned hope of the game.
All right.
All right. So you conjure up this little fawn-like creature, and with a success with hope, I'm going to say that you can, because your illusion, I believe, says that you create an image, not necessarily a sound.
Visual illusion, yeah.
Yeah, but with that excellent success, I'm going to say that you're able to make like a cracking branch sound as this thing appears, and the Strix Wolf is able to like turn her head and look at it. Okay.
5 fear.
No, I'm not going to spend my fear yet. No, I don't have that much yet. Well, we'll get there.
Stack of tokens next to it too.
Yeah. She kind of like crouches a little bit, and it starts like stalking in that direction. And one of her pups follows her. The other one is way too fascinated by you guys to follow her. In fact, as she moves further away towards this intended prey, the little baby pup comes towards you guys. Oh no! All massive paws and floppy wings.
You're very cute, but no.
So cute.
Follow Mama.
Go, don't
Follow
interact with us, because Mother will get very mad.
Follow Mama.
Kari, you said you were crouching to make yourself small.
Yeah.
The baby Strixwolf comes up to you and is like,
Oh, you're so cute and small. So small, I could squish you like little bug.
The mama's not watching.
What are you suggesting?
Put it in the cart.
No! I'm not kidnapping Cobb.
It's a spontaneous adoption.
Strixwolf delivery system.
I'm going to look stern and say, shoo!
Yeah.
Shoo! You are most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. Get away from me!
and from a slight distance, you hear a hoot howl as the Mama Strixwolf apparently notices there's not a baby, there's a baby missing, and she's coming back.
Oh, man.
I go from small to big to scare Cobb.
Yes.
And then this baby Strixwolf is apparently the brave one of the litter because suddenly the wings flare out and the cutest little puppy growl you've ever heard with a chirp here and there. And the Mama Strixwolf is
Mama is watching.
approaching at speed.
Okay. I have a thing because I'm Ridgeborn. So I have an advantage on rolls to use my survival knowledge.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if I can do some sort of like as part of the like getting big thing, where I'm basically doing a standoff to be like, I'm not worth it. Like, I'm not like trying to be like, I'm attacking you, but I'm trying to give a display that's like,
Sure. You're matching the display of the cub.
yeah. So I'm hoping to dissolve this situation, but we'll see what happens.
Sure. I would like you to make a presence roll, please.
And advantage in this game is a D6.
Yes.
Yeah.
I make that assumption based on the using your hope dice or using a tag team roll. When you help an ally, you explain how you're aiding them and roll a D6 advantage die.
Yes, and you the person who are giving them the help action, basically. You roll that D6 to give them...
You're granting them advantage.
Yeah, and you roll the D6 to tell me how much advantage you're giving them. Are you wanting to help Kari out?
More so, I just wanted to define what advantage was, because I realized we hadn't covered that, and my
There
brain
really
was like,
isn't advantage in this system, short of spending your coins to get a reroll.
Yeah, because like I have an ability that says I have advantage on certain rolls, so I was like, is it a reroll? Is it a D6? It's like the one term that's not defined.
Not
but I
defined.
thought that
You're right.
I linked it based on bold text.
Oh, I just heard the spine.
New book.
I always feel a little bit bad when I do that.
Oh, but that's how it goes from a beautiful piece of art to a tool for
That's true.
adventures.
I like that.
All right. Advantage.
This
Here
is
we
how
go.
I make myself feel better when I put my first sort of damage on any kind of like cool new thing I bought.
That's very fair. Okay. Some features let you roll with advantage or disadvantage on an action or reaction roll. Advantage represents an opportunity that you seize to increase blah, blah, blah. When you roll with advantage, you add a d6 advantage die to your total.
Okay.
Instincts.
And disadvantage is you subtract a d6 disadvantage, so it's basically Bane, but with a d6 instead of a d4.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, got my D6.
Um,
Because I'm using survival knowledge.
Got it.
Yes. No, cocked. Okay, just got a 1.
Baby.
So it's a 16. And then it's a 10 on the hope and a 5 on the fear.
so it's a
16 with
16 total.
16 with hope?
With hope, yes.
All right. You are in full display mode. Like this is it's kind of interesting for you two as the more like citified folk a little bit more. It's two like more wild creatures displaying at each other. Mm-hmm. And as the mama approaches, she's taking the situation in. Like you feel she doesn't have like the intelligence of a humanoid, but she's not stupid. Mm-hmm. So she comes around. She's kind of not attacking and not pushing anything, but she is getting closer a little more cautiously at this point. Your presence has shown her that you are another predator and one to be approached with caution, but you are not actively attacking her pup at this moment. Mm-hmm. So you have done well. She's coming up a little bit closer, and then just like lightning fast, dips forward, grabs the cub by the scruff, tosses him on her back, and gone.
Okay.
Nature is beautiful.
Oh, it's scary.
That is what makes it beautiful. When you feel that fear and that adrenaline in your heart.
Should we check for survivors?
Oh yeah, that's
Also, like, where's the other puppy?
The other puppy was already up on her back
All right, there,
because
okay.
she assessed the situation and was like, I'm going to need to get out of here fast.
Pup chick, I guess.
Eh. Pup
Did
chick. Oh no, that's like a pup cup.
Did I get hope from that?
You did.
Yay! I'm feeling so hopeful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nature is harsh, but nature is beautiful, and you had this moment of connection.
Yeah.
Between you and the pup. This sense that there is life and beauty in this place that is reverent but also alive.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, we should probably check out the
We
card.
should check.
Yeah.
What's going on with this card? Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Hello, the wolf owl wolf. The wolf is gone.
The wow.
Wow.
Wow. I feel like we sound like Christopher Walken.
We're here. Anyone over there? And I'll just kind of like creep my head around to where it popped up from. So I assume the far side of it.
Yeah. So you're taking an assessment of this, and it is a merchant card that was probably on the way to the capital city or one of the outlying villages that supply it with various farm goods and the like. And as you are looking over it, well, there was someone who was driving it. Looks like there was just one. And they are, he is pretty well mangled at this point from the attentions of the Strix Wolf and her pups.
Checking out the cart, does it look like it did what I did and went up on some wheels and maybe toppled on its own accord? Or does it show any like signs of being rammed, like on the side that's facing up?
Offer me a roll.
I would like to analyze. Mm-hmm. So I think that's knowledge.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a knowledge roll then.
That is an 18.
Ooh.
Oh.
Excellent. So looking it over, you have done your share of going over carts, whether their owners know it or not.
Just an inspection.
just inspecting for, yeah.
Curiosity, that's all.
Very much so. Looking at this carriage, this wagon rather. It's not even a carriage. I pulled the carriage model because that was the easiest. This wagon it's sturdily made. It's rough hewn, but it is not. It is well made, but it is simple.
Yeah.
But looking at it, you think that he may have done something similar to what you did, coming around that corner just a little bit too fast. Maybe he wanted to make it to a market before opening. Mm-hmm. He is well past that at this point. but definitely trying to get somewhere pretty fast. You can see like a skid mark along the side of the path.
So does that mean there's like spilled tools, spilled food, just like anything that it was carrying as well, or
Yeah.
just like an empty cart?
Everything is strewn all over the place. It is a mess, capital M mess in the road. You can see that there were bushel baskets full of apples and pears that are strewn all over the ground. Some of them burst. There's a couple of barrels that have fallen out and rolled in the direction up toward the edge, kind of caught between the wheels and the edge of the path. You gather from this that this was probably a fruit farmer of some variety, maybe made some like apple cider or something like that, possibly some harder cider, depending. But all of their goods are strewn now all over the ground.
Oh, it'll slow us down, but I think it's worth it to help clear up this mess a bit and maybe return this to their farm. I feel like there's a family that probably needs the income from this.
In knowledge of the death of their loved one.
Yeah, is there any sort of something to identify this person on their body? I mean, we're medieval times, so I'm like, oh, this is
Gonna check their belt pouch for identification.
But do they have like a seal of any kind, a necklace, a memento, anything like that?
So you're inspecting the body to try and get a sense for...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty mangled, so I don't know how much of their face is intact. But yeah, try to figure out a description or some way to identify them at least.
Anyone who would like to can offer me a roll on checking this person's body. I do not have...
I guess analyze would make sense.
Here we are.
Yeah, a knowledge roll. I mean,
Yeah, it could be either like perceive or analyze, depending on which way you want to take it.
They're the same for me at +0.
I'll go ahead and do an instinct roll. Why not?
All right.
I'm going to try and perceive this. All right, so that is...
Ooh.
That is very good. That is a 23 with hope.
Excellent.
Ooh.
All right, so...
So I get to mark a hope.
Yeah, you do. So Marla, you are checking over this person's body. It's a little macabre, but you've handled bodies before. This isn't your first rodeo, nor indeed your fifth at this point. I've always wondered why. Anyway,
So many rodeos.
so many rodeos.
The king is really partial to rodeos, so that's one of the things.
You set up the annual rodeo.
That's one of the things that the Seneschal's always like really stressed out about is like setting up the annual rodeo.
Amazing.
We got these horses from somewhere.
Good horses.
Yeah,
use
they're good
them.
horses. They're all too old to rodeo now, so
Yeah, but they're the solid kind.
they're solid. Yeah.
Like you get an ox running at them, they're not gonna
Yeah,
bolt.
Nope, they're right.
But as you are examining this body, you kind of like turn his head a little bit, looking for like a signet chain or something like that. And while the body is pretty mangled and it's a little hard to tell in some other ways, as you turn his head, you see like the clean cut of flesh that has been cut with a knife.
Oh, so this is not just someone who overturned the cart and took the corner too fast, hit the curb, overturned the cart, and hurt themselves, and then then our friends, the Strix Wolves, came along and attacked and mauled, or they weren't like attacked while alive, nor were by these forest creatures, nor was this someone who like suffered an injury and then the corpse was eaten. There was a violent attack that happened here.
That's what it looks like to you.
Interesting.
And with that knowledge, if you're looking at the way that the cart fell, boy, this feels like someone blocked the path on purpose.
Yeah.
With that high of a roll, this is starting to feel more and more deliberate.
Okay.
Now, maybe because it does look like the cart overturned because it was going too fast.
Okay.
Was it going too fast because someone was chasing it?
To avoid something in the road, or yeah. Okay.
Do you communicate that with us?
I think I communicate the facts of it without the implications, because I'm starting to think like this is a really, feeling that sense of responsibility as a representative of the court. I'm feeling like this is a thing that should not be happening in the vicinity of the kingdom. So I'm feeling a sense of responsibility, but I will point out, like, it looks like this person may have been attacked. You see this? And pointing this out to you, which I imagine you would pretty quickly recognize.
I'm going into, like, is this an ambush mode? So I'm starting to look around and, like, is there anybody nearby?
I'll check for other survivors. And I'll go ahead and just go around the cart and kind of just go underneath our cart so I can pop into a shadow. And I'll spend a stress and just pop 30 feet up into a tree. I was like, there's plenty of shadows up inside of a tree. So yeah, I think I'm just going under the cart and just going as high as I can.
Yeah, and because this is very old growth, that is not the lowest branch that you can get to, but pretty close.
Okay.
Because it is very old growth. But you are now an up cat or up frog.
I have a stress.
And
I'm full tree frogging.
And Marlo is just like knows what happened there, and whatever. Okay, we get into some scrapes together. I'm sure you'll be there when I need you.
Oh yeah, this isn't the first ambush I've.
And there is some advantage to having a surprise attack from above.
He's not bodyguard. I'm bodyguard.
Yes.
Okay, if I scan...
I would like you to make me an instinct roll, please.
Okay. I'm gonna use different dice for funsies.
You have so many beautiful dice in front of
use
you,
them
and
all.
your D12s never get use.
Not incredible. It was, the bad, kind of. One quick, we'll see. Sorry, I'm going on a journey here. It's 11 fear.
11 with fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our first with fear.
Yeah, it is our
indeed.
first fear, yeah. I think I'm getting afraid.
All right. I get a fear from that. And I would like you to mark a stress, please.
Tee-hee.
In a whirlwind of cracking branches and unsheathed blades, a group of 4 thistlefolk jump out from the brush alongside the road. The overturned cart was an ambush! They stand before you, weapons drawn, blocking the road. They'll go first, and I'm going to set up the battle map. Wasn't entirely sure how this one was going to go, honestly.
Thistlefolk, are they the trees?
He's over here like, I told you!
Yeah.
Should we get rid of Strixwolf's mother?
Yes.
I wish y'all could see it. She's so pretty.
They were admiring it on the camera.
Oh, nice.
It's so cool.
She's so pretty.
She is beautiful.
And I bet the babies are very cute.
All right, so the merchant's cart is where it is. Where would you all be? I know you're in a tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna say being.
I'm gonna say you're up in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop me over there.
I'm
The Strixwolf was like here. We were scaring it off. We scared them off. Well, I tried to scare them off that way. Didn't really work.
See, the trees are growing left and right.
They're moving around.
Where do we think our cart is?
It would probably be
Back over here?
behind,
Yeah,
maybe.
back over here, since this is sort of blocking the path.
I am next to you,
Okay.
wherever you want to be.
Here, can you hand me the scissors again?
Yes.
Y'all get to see me do arts and crafts on the
Arts and
stream.
crafts.
On stream. Doing it
I'm
live.
thinking like maybe over here. I'm thinking like right about here.
And I'm close. Very close. But not melee. Very close.
And this also tracks, I did recheck my ability. It does say I can appear anywhere within a far range, which makes this ability so much cooler. So
It's
yeah,
a pretty dangerous ability with that.
Yeah, I could have.
Hey, thank you.
Ooh.
I could have easily gotten to our cart and then gotten closer to the overturned cart, which is about where I would have wanted to be too.
There.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
That'll do.
And I'll put this here.
Ah, that's us.
Yep.
That's our cart. Okay.
That is your carriage.
So we were going this way.
Yeah.
Going
For some
this
reason,
way?
I was thinking we were going this way, which makes no sense.
It's because it's your left to right.
It should all be about me.
I mean, obviously, that's just kind of the way it goes.
I also
isn't
thought we were going that way for no reason.
I also thought that for no reason.
it? Oh, God. So much going on here. Cool. All right.
We are the main characters of our own story.
I mean,
Of course we are.
it's true. All right. I'm going to put them in close range of y'all. Not very close.
We have a
Not
playing
close.
card.
No, that's very close.
Oh, sorry, a pencil.
A pencil.
Yes, we do have a pencil.
pencilus.
Oh my god, we do have playing cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, they provide you with everything.
They are
The backs
so
are cool, too.
convenient. Oh, I hadn't even looked at the backs of them.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so
The
awesome.
fear and hope, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so those are the. Okay, I was wondering which colors.
They all
were
have different backs too.
Yeah, so it represents the, so the domain the card is for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
good design.
Trying to set this up because with paper standees, it's a little bit harder to be seen for the camera.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they look froggy. Are there rebeats?
Are they rebeats?
Rebeats? This guy.
Thistlefolk thief.
You can tell he's angry based on his
Angry.
hands.
I'm so mad. Whenever I get angry, I go like this.
This is where my second sword would be.
If I was a dual wielder.
Good lord. All right. Having the upper hand, the 3 Thistlefolk ambushers rush you. Because of their ambush feature, they get to make an attack immediately. This only happens when they enter the scene, so it won't be like this every time. But right now, they are slashing at you with daggers, protected by armor made of polished stones.
That's neat.
Passion.
You know, you gotta do it. So it says to move them within melee of the ones closest to them.
Okay.
There goes the tree.
Oh no, a tree
Go
fell.
around.
To me, my trees.
Is it a full moon?
Yeet. Yeah, apologies for people viewing on the stream. This is a little more complicated with the paper standees.
We're having fun here.
We are indeed. All right, so they're going to make attacks, which is... so the first 2 are going to be on Marlowe.
Okay.
I'll put a photo up on the Discord at some point.
Yeah. All right, so they get a +1 to their attack, and your
Yes.
evasion is 10, correct?
Ooh. Yes, it is.
I have your character sheet right here, so that helps me.
So convenient.
I am gonna block one of those.
Okay.
If there's a hit.
Okay.
I'm your shield.
Thank you.
One
I am
of
your shield.
one of those misses, one of those hits.
Then I take it.
You
Okay.
take it.
And
All
I
right.
mark a stress about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my thing. It's not a problem.
Oof.
No one's ever been mad at me about this. Okay, and okay, so I can use an armor slot to diminish the severity. I don't know if I get to know what the severity is ahead of time.
Yes,
Okay.
because why would
'Cause
you?
otherwise,
why,
yeah.
why would you if you didn't know?
Okay.
So they do. Oh my God, where is it? For their ambush, they do 2d4 plus 8
Okay.
physical damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that is 13 physical damage.
Okay.
What?
so I'm at,
Where is that on your?
I think I'm at major.
Oh, yay.
So yeah, so minor is up to 9
Okay, so you can spend a shield to
to make
reduce it from
minor.
major
so
to minor.
I will do that,
Okay.
and then so I'll just do 1 HP from that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That would have been severe damage for me.
I am very armored.
You are indeed. And then the other 2 are going to make attacks on you.
Okay.
Try to.
One of them does, you jinxed it. Very much try to. That was a 3 to try and get past your evasion.
Well.
Will.
very evasive.
And that's a 8 to try and hit you.
Which I think does hit.
Does that meet your evasion?
Base threshold.
What-
It's your armor, right?
What's your evasion?
Evasion top left.
Oh, it is 8.
Okay, I'm assuming that meets it beats it.
I think so. Probably.
I'm just I'm going to rule as such, and I will look it up later.
Okay.
That sounds great. Okay, and tell me what we're at because I can use another. I can use my iron will.
Your iron wheel. So that is 9 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm at minor damage goes up to. Is it up to 9? Or?
I would say that like above 9 is
Okay.
the major.
Cool. So I won't do anything.
Confirming that means it means it.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Boof.
Ah, thank God for Booth that can look things up for me. Bless. All right. So you did have damage done to you, so you take another HP.
I marked it.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. And now, one of the unique things about Daggerheart is that it's your guys' turn, however you want to do that. There is no initiative. You guys didn't decide what that looks like for you with the story.
I'm wondering what I know about the Thistle folk, just in general. And is that something that I need to roll for? Or is that just something that I can put on with the void and then get something back from Ren?
Along putting something into the void, do one of these have a different caricature because they stand out in any significant way?
One of them is very clearly the leader.
Okay.
That would be the Thistlefolk thief that is over there, very visibly like leading the charge. You can see him watching the way that the battle is moving in much the same way that you would assume like any kind of leader would be like, okay, I need to move over there, this, that, and the other. So, and they also have a much sharper looking, scarier looking blade. As far as your question for Thistlefolk, offer me a roll.
I'd like to do a knowledge roll,
ahead.
and since I am loreborn, I have an advantage on rolls that involve the history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place.
Okay.
So toss in a d6 with that.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's not great. But that's still a that's a 12 with fear.
Okay. I take fear. Cool. Okay.
And then I mark a stress for that, right? Would I get for the fear or no?
No, not when you get a fear.
Okay.
Certain abilities just
okay.
cause stress.
Yeah.
And I think you can designate if a fear causes stress.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
tell you that
All
that
right.
it gives you a stress, but I don't think this one qualifies as a stress.
Thinking so hard.
I mean,
I mean, depends on what I think
Call
of.
of Cthulhu, yeah.
Thesis?
Truly.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So you know a little bit about the Thistlefolk. These are people who have been kind of a problem for the Sablewood for a time. You know that you don't know much about like their living structure and whatnot. What you know is mostly that sometimes merchants show up with half of the load that they had planned to bring gone, as they gave half of it to the Thistlefolk as a like a bribe to be able to continue through the Sablewood. You might think of them, Leanna, might think of them as being like Robin Hood but bad.
So just thieves.
Yeah.
So just regular thieves.
Yeah, that pop out of the thistles.
Okay.
They're specifically known as the Thistlefolk because they use barricades of thistles and briars to make the road dangerous. Usually people see it in time to stop. This guy must have been going just too fast.
So Thistlefolk is more like a gang affiliation than gay. This is our culture.
Well, exactly, yeah.
I mean, I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
I want to bonk. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, is that infringement? Like,
No,
copyright
absolutely.
infringement?
As the Lord Bonk in Discord and on other socials, I bless that.
I'm allowed to bonk.
You bless
I
the
think
bonk.
that's a great idea because my thought was if these were folks with whom one could negotiate, etc., then I could try and play up the like on behalf of the king, etc. But I think
That might be why we got attacked.
but I think I am specifically thinking at this point I am going to try and hide my connection to the royal family as much as possible and let some other folks do some smash and punch.
I am feeling the need to hit after they attacked you.
By all means.
That's not okay.
I also want to spring into action, just
all
because
means.
friends have been attacked, but I think I'm going to wait until you're done swinging.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably smart. You'd like to not get your fine frog hair cut.
I've seen the whirlwind in action a few times. I fully understand what it can do, and I'm currently safe, but I won't be shortly.
Once I start whirling.
Do the whirl.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the leader guy. And if I hit, I might go into a whirlwind. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whee! That was a journey.
Yeah, that 12 was around.
Yeah. So I got 18. I got a 20 in fear. And I will go into a whirlwind.
Okay.
So I'll spend a hope. And I'm going to attack anyone who's very close. So if I could get both of them, I would.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you'd be able to do that. That is well within the reach of the short end of a playing card.
Yeah. So I'll get those two as well. And then I'm going to roll some damage.
Do some damage.
Okay, so...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, nice. So that's a 12.
Oh.
12 damage. And the guys that I hit, those two little guys, take half of that. So, 6. Or these two.
These two.
Yeah.
Not this one. This one's too far away.
I said
but
these two.
Yeah.
I should have brought my bear claw pointer. I have one.
Ooh.
Also, shout out to the people making the quick start. They numbered them.
Oh, God bless.
God bless indeed.
It's the small things that count.
Yeah. No, it really, really helps out a lot because, like, I can mark it on here. Hey, look.
Oh, we love that.
Indeed. So that was...
So I did 12 to this guy?
Did you succeed with hope or with fear?
With fear.
Ah, okay.
I succeeded with fear.
Got it.
Yeah, I think that to sort of reflect that, there is a kind of coldness that takes over Kari when she's in, like, attack mode. That, like, a lot of her, like, sort of natural affection and sweetness is gone.
Okay.
She's...
Since you succeeded with a fear, I'm going to make a GM move at this point. I'm going to spend a fear to jump in. And then spend a fear for the Thistlefolk Thief to make an attack roll against all targets within melee range, which is you. Not going to succeed. Any that succeeded blasted backwards, but I didn't succeed. So
Okay.
I spent the fear uselessly. You all feel this pulse of power. You recognize it immediately as a crude kind of rural magic.
Okay.
Much more blasty than finesse.
Okay.
Oh, rural, southern.
Rural.
Just kidding.
I mean, if you want me to go back into my southern accent, it's not been that long.
I love southern accents.
All right, so I have taken my GM move. Who would like to go next?
I would like to jump in.
Go for it.
That
Jump.
leader person. I feel like that's close range, right? Close was a pencil-ish.
Let me see that pencil. I mean, you are 30 feet up, but you're also like
But gravity.
within shadow.
Okay.
Yeah, because like there is the shadow of the overturned
Surely
cart.
gravity doesn't count against your distance, right? Like, if you're going down,
Right.
it shouldn't count against your distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so, I was asking for close because that is the range of my tongue.
Close is 10 to 30 feet.
Is that specified on your sheet?
Yes, my long tongue is a ribbit. I can use my long tongue to grab onto things within close range. I can also make a stress to use my tongue as a finesse close weapon that deals D12 physical damage.
Holy crap!
Using your proficiency. And also as a rogue, I would get a D6 because I have a
Friends
friend in melee range as well as I am cloaked.
Get it.
So, yeah.
Get it.
I think I just have balled up tongue acting as a giant long fist shooting out of the trees, going over his compatriot's head and just trying to sucker punch their leader in the side of the head with my tongue.
So I will ask as just like a general question for the group. What is your intent with these thieves? Are you trying to kill them? Are you trying to knock them out? What is the goal here?
Tongue here is definitely trying to go for a knockout, hoping, doesn't see me, gets just knocked out, and then I can drop a cool action movie line after. So yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay. So at least currently you're going for the knockout.
Yeah, I would say I don't know if axe equals knockout.
I mean,
I guess I could do flat edge.
have you ever been hit with the flat edge of an axe? It sucks.
I haven't.
I'm terrified at the backstory there, but after dark.
SCA heavy combat.
I figured as much.
I suppose I think that I need to be called off. I will listen if somebody tells me.
But you are in full protector Doberman mode.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think my attitude towards this is like these folks have been such a problem lately. I don't. There's no love lost here.
Sure.
So while I'm not like necessarily going to be the one who's out here unleashing hell upon them, you're going to have to go pretty hard before I say, okay. So I'm like, all right, do your thing.
Fair enough.
And I think my philosophy is end it fast.
And then decide.
Which also means a surrender is an end.
Yeah,
so
that's valid.
I would like to give them the option, which is also why I think I'm going for the leader. So yeah, let's make that attack. That is a big whopping 7,
Chips.
8. Let's.
I mean,
Use bits first because the patron bits carry over.
Yeah,
those carry over.
The one bit.
Yeah.
oops, that was a bad throw.
That was indicative to the roll that I did.
It matches the.
This much better roll is a 13 with fear.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, and I do get a stress for using my tongue as a weapon.
It's stressful. Yeah.
Oh, I had already marked that because I'm only at 3 stress.
It is very stressful, and your tongue actually shoots just past the side of his head.
So you just lick him. That was just a tactical lick.
Past his head.
And
crazy.
Because you failed with a fear, I'm going to say that he looks up, clocks you.
Yeah, I'm definitely no longer hidden at this.
You are very much no longer hidden, and he's going to try to grab your tongue and pull you down here.
Have at it. Spend that fear.
Spend it.
Yeah, I will.
I'm assuming you have to do that.
I mean, when you fail with a fear,
Oh yeah, failing with a fear is different than succeeding with a fear.
Exactly, because this is like the worst situation that it can be.
Oh, it could get worse.
That is a 13 where he's not lashing out with the blade, but I'm using the same stat.
My evasion is 13.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
13.
Make me an opposed strength roll.
Let's go. This is my tongue we're talking about.
This is my tongue.
I got a 20. Ooh, that's -1. I got a 19 with fear.
Okay, so he gets a grip on your tongue. It feels real weird because there's like this clawed hand that's wrapped around your tongue.
Sure.
You know what? We're rolling with it.
They started it, okay?
Yeah.
There are tongue stats.
You know what? When that's in the quick start, you have no one to blame but yourself, Darren, to impress.
Yep.
You succeed with fear. Well, first, get one of those back. He doesn't pull you out of the tree. You are able to get your tongue back from him. But there is a pretty deep gash. You take, there'll be 6 points of physical damage as you basically rip your tongue out of his clawed hand.
Rude.
And you have to talk with a lisp for the rest of the session.
The next like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. It would be cool to make you do that for too long.
Oh yeah, it would be great. I just got fat tongue now.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think action line is appropriate here now.
It's not
feeling
super.
It's not quite feeling right. No, I'm still gonna deliver it. Surrender now or be buried tomorrow.
All of the Thistlefolk laugh at you because you sound utterly absurd.
Noted.
Leanna.
How many of these folks are within very close range to me?
2.
2 of them. Okay, I'm going
Very
to...
close. Maybe 3?
3, yeah.
3? Okay. All right, I am going to cast Rain of Blades, so I'm going to spend a hope.
Okay.
And to make a spell cast roll.
That is a journey.
Yeah, it was a journey.
Oh, my God, D12s.
To conjure throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range. So that was a 14 with fear.
Okay.
And targets I succeed against take D8 plus 2 magic damage using my proficiency.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, D8. Okay. No, I rolled a 1. I am going to use...
We don't usually allow it on damage rolls, but you know
No?
what? I'll allow it.
All right.
If you want to spend a patron bid on damage, let's go.
Yeah, why not? I always, whenever I'm here, I forget to use those.
Yeah.
4, that's
Good to
better.
use them.
Yeah. So that is 6 magic damage using my proficiency, which is that... What the hell is my proficiency? There's too many
It would
things.
probably be... Wait, I don't know. What's
There's too many
what's
things.
your spell casting?
Instinct.
So it'd be plus your instinct.
I think
Okay.
so,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, I probably shouldn't have spent that on that because that was a couple of other bonuses, but it's fine. 8 damage to those 3,
Okay.
which I assume is quite a bit of damage on them.
Yes, they're... sorry, how much did you say?
8.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of damage. They're not looking hot. They're not happy.
Okay. All right.
All right. So these ones have already gone this turn. You all have gone. All right. Board is cleared. Who wants to go next?
I mean, I'll keep bonking. I don't know.
You going to keep bonking?
I'm going to keep bonking. I'm very simple. So if unless someone feels drawn to go.
Oh no, I also just want to get in there and start bonking.
Well, do you want to bonk before I bonk?
I can bonk first.
Are you guys going to fight over who's bonking? If you're going to do it,
no.
Rochambeau.
Please, bonk.
Absolutely.
Lord bonk, please.
I will run out on the branch so I can get above middle crony.
Above,
So-
above number 2?
Yeah, above number 2. I can't see the number. There it is.
It's
Number
very
2.
tiny.
This guy, number 2.
Yeah, and just so that way I can just drop right on top and just try to get a dagger hit in there.
All right. I'm going to say because you're dropping from above your drop bear at this point, add an advantage to that.
Happily.
Faithfully.
I'm just retroactively saying that was the one from Cousin that I spent on that. I think that's what he would want me to do.
Oh, 100%.
It was given to you.
It was given to me, yeah.
That is a 21 with hope.
Excellent. Take it, mark your hope. You certainly hit.
Ha-ha! And because melee range with a compatriot, I
Yep.
do get my sneak attack die, which is an extra d6.
Nice.
So it's a d8 and a d6 plus 1, which gives me a total of 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And because now I have enough hope for it, I would like to spend 3 hope to activate Rogue's Dodge.
Okay.
So I now have plus 2 bonus to my evasion until the next time an attack succeeds against me.
Excellent. Okay. All right. First order of business, you absolutely squash this other ribbit underneath your webbed feet, and then drive your blade into them, and they stop moving.
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
You want to move mine on top of theirs. Not quite heavy enough.
Maybe move that, yeah. Oh yeah, squish them.
Squish, squish,
Squish, squish.
Yeah.
The benefits of using paper markers is
Yeah.
that you can squish them.
Yeah,
It's a lot
Quite
easier.
effectively.
It is
Yeah.
easier in that way. Honestly, I should have just flattened it
Or just
down.
crumple it up.
You should get some
I mean, I
ketchup
don't think
then.
he's going to reoccur later in the campaign.
You know, that's a pretty good guess.
Number 2.
No, we've adopted him.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's your NPC
Yeah.
now.
Well, I have done what I wanted to do to them.
Amazing.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear to jump in with a
okay.
DM move.
DM move.
For the ambusher number 3 to jump in and do a stab against his fellow ribbit.
Oh no.
Excuse me. That's a 10
That is
to
a
hit.
miss. I'm now up to a 15 evasion.
Boy, howdy.
Good.
Yeah, no, he tries to stab at you with a dagger, and you're like, come on. I was born with a dagger in my hand. Amazing. All right. Table is open to the table. Who's feeling inspired to go next?
I'll bonk.
You bonk?
I'm bonking. Still the leader is who I'm going after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
Hope.
15 with hope. All right, mark your hope, and you succeeded.
Yay!
You have succeeded with hope.
I'm
The
feeling hopeful.
the difficulty you're aiming at with him is 14, with the others is 13.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will.
Because I see no reason to hide that from you.
I just got hope, so I'm gonna spend it. And whirlwind again for that other guy.
Do it.
And
It's okay, I'm evading.
oh god.
Oh, that's a good question. Does it?
I've noticed that all the abilities say targets, not just everyone, so you can choose to not hit.
That's a good point.
Well, I don't know.
What'd you get?
5.
Okay. So-
And then it's half for the other guy.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it's probably not major damage.
No, that's definitely minor damage.
It's okay.
Yes. Sorry, I'm having to
Think every
I'm having
time
to
I
think
roll,
too much.
I roll a
Thinking.
9.
Thinking's the worst.
Yeah. There should be a rule about doing that after
I hate thinking.
this.
It's the worst. So as you go, you're attacking the leader, but you're going into that beautiful. What does a whirlwind look like for you?
I think there's an element of like I'm using. I mean, it doesn't look as big in my hands, but I'm using a massive battle axe.
Sure.
So I think there's like an element of like we are one. You know, there is a like it is an extension of me, and like the weight of it is part. Like there is a dance quality to it where I'm like, you know, you can feel the weight distribution as I'm like feeling the swing and like really enjoying this more than maybe is appropriate. And like even when like, you know, they get a hit off on me, it's like this is like part of the dance. And there's like a very instinctual quality to it.
All right. And as you are going through this dance, your focus is primarily on the leader, but you see in your periphery as you finish this beautiful swish of a dance that you have cut the lackey in half.
Okay. By accident.
Almost by accident. Like it was not your focus, but you brought them down.
Excellent follow through.
All right, so that was you two. What I'm not clear about is how often the GM turn happens.
Is it you spend things?
I think it's if we fail with fear, you get one. But
Yeah.
I think it's also when you want to jump in to enhance the narrative, you can spend fear.
Yeah, I think that is the
But I
case.
succeeded with hope, so
So I can't jump in without spending a fear.
yeah.
Yeah, that feels right. But that's what we're going to go with for tonight because we are very close to being at the end of our time.
Ah!
That's the real fear.
The true fear, deep in the
I'm
heart.
so fearful. I'm afraid.
So scared.
So the Thistlefolk thief, the leader, is going to jump in with my last 2 fear. One to jump in and one to activate the back off. action.
Okay, back off.
I'm gonna make an attack against you because you're the one who's in melee range.
And the tallest.
I'm very much so.
tall.
I'm quite tall.
And that is a 22 to hit you.
Ooh. It turns out that does no.
Boy, don't you wish.
Like, that's a really cool level 1 ability.
I have this ability to up my evasion.
So that does 9 points of magic damage to you and pushes you into far range. So you will get blasted with this shot of magic to the chest. And you go flying past the carriage, past all of your friends, narrowly missing them. Clear over here.
Oh no. Okay.
Oof.
Can I make some sort of? I mostly just for fun. Can I make an agility roll to see what happens?
Sure.
Do you land gracefully?
Okay, that's pretty good. But not that good. 12.
Okay. I'm gonna say that because you were surprised by it.
Yeah.
You kind of awkwardly flap through, like you remember the Strixwolf babies. You imagine this is what they look like when they're trying to learn to fly for the first time.
Yeah.
All awkward arms, limbs, and everywhere. But you are able to like turn yourself enough to land on your feet. And you're planting your battle axe in the ground, and it drags you drag it along with you, cutting a deep score in the earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are some distance away, but you're on your feet and didn't lose your weapon
Right.
because you low succeeded with hope.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Marlo, have you gone?
I have not, and I think what I would like to do is I'm going to unleash chaos by making a spell cast roll against a target within far range against our leader here.
Okay.
Spending any number of tokens, and I'm going to go ahead and use both of mine to channel raw energy from within myself to unleash against them. So, I don't like that roll.
Do you want a token?
I don't have a token. Should I?
Use it.
Should I?
They're meant to be used.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
Almost in the drink.
it was almost in the drink.
Are you watching, Ezra?
Better. Okay. That is 15. 17 with hope.
Mark your hope.
Mark.
Did you mark your hope on that success that you
Oh, I
had?
didn't know.
Okay. 17 with hope. So on a success, I roll a number of d10s equal to.
Do you need d10s?
I will need at least one.
I've got 2 right here.
There you go.
Where did? Oh, there it is. Okay, here, I'll use one of mine. And deal that much magic damage to the target. So that is 8.
Okay. And you're aiming it at our buddy over there?
Yes, and then I mark stress to replenish. To replenish this card with tokens. I'm not going to replenish it at this time.
Okay.
Because we are near the end of the session, and it will
Is it reset in a long rest or each session?
each session.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I love that they specify that.
Me too.
That's a nice way of doing.
Of keeping it balanced, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me later to talk about how much this reminds me of Fate.
Okay. Cool. Yes. So some damage was done.
Some damage was done, and he definitely felt it. You can tell even from here.
Why is he so sturdy?
Because he's leader.
He's both. Yes.
So annoying. when they
Indeed.
are-
All right,
make
well,
them
you did not
spooky.
fail with fear, so I can't jump in. What would you two like to do?
I feel like I'm just running back and I'm kind of slow. So
I will say that you can go from far to close to a target of your choosing.
okay, it's still too far for me. So I'm using my turn, but like you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you get about there-ish.
Yeah.
How
I put you on
approach.
I put you on the closer end of far because I didn't want to deal with you being over here.
Yeah. It's clunky. I'm not. Well,
Clonk, clonk,
yeah,
clonk.
I'm not like so loud. I'm not in like heavy plate mail.
But you are crashing.
You are
through the
in
brush.
chainmail.
Yeah, it's not quiet.
Yeah, there's a lot of branches cracking and chainmails clinking as you run. And
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll dive in, and I'll give myself another stress so I can jump through some shadows. With our goon over here, since he casts a shadow at some point, I will dive into his shadow.
Are you going for the thief?
And well, I'm diving into his shadow so I can pop up behind the thief.
Got it.
And that is the ambusher.
That is the, yeah,
So you moved the wrong frog.
The wrong
Wrong
frog.
frog.
Oh, you
Wrong
are correct.
frog.
I apologize. Look, all frogs look alike to me.
Whoa!
wow.
Wow.
I understand. I'm moving very quickly. It's okay. But yeah, I will make the big move like I'm going away from this thief just to pop up behind the leader and make an attack.
Excellent.
With using my Nightwalker special trait, I do emerge as cloaked, and when I attack from being cloaked, it does give me the ability to sneak attack.
Brilliant.
So
I figured it might.
I don't need a friend around to get the sneak attack.
Right.
Which is why I have the setup, plus it looks really cool.
I mean,
That looks cool.
that is very important.
You're
You were so close.
No.
You were so close to catching it.
And yeah, I will pop up behind and be like, shouldn't have made her mad. Sorry, shouldn't have made her mad. And that will be a 19 with fear.
Okay.
And damage-wise, that will be,
That is a success with fear, for those who are wondering.
yes, success with fear, because I know that it's a 14. And that will be 13 points of damage.
Okay. This is one of the most graceful things that, like, I imagine, Marlo, you've seen something like this before, but he's in full battle mode, and it's weirdly beautiful, the way that he jumps into the shadow and then appears. And you're able to see him very well as the knife gets buried in the back of this leader, and the leader crumples. Since you succeeded with fear, I am going to use the opportunity to jump in with one more attack from my guy to you, Marlo. Because I can.
I guess.
Yeah. That is a 17 to hit you.
That hits. My evasion's 10.
Okay.
Jumping into their shadow may have distracted you.
This is the first damage I've taken so far, so walk me through how this works again.
Marlo, no.
So I will tell you how much damage it does, and I don't. I did 6 damage, so it is below your threshold to go into major damage. So you take a minor damage, whatever's marked under that. That is how much
Mark
HP
1
you mark
HP.
off.
Okay, got it. No problem. All right. Cool. So that's more of an annoyance than anything.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not great to be stabbed in the side, but it's not enough to stop you.
Been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't even need stitches.
Yeah.
Sorry, won't even need stitches.
Go ahead and knock this buddy down.
Yeah, you're flattened.
Yeah. Well, since this guy's right up on me, I think I will go ahead and do Rain of Blades again.
Do it.
And
Ooh.
Your die just loves going for a
roll
trip.
it.
It's so
all right, so that's that is 20 with fear,
Okay.
and that's gonna be 7 damage.
Okay. Usually bad things happen when you succeed with fear, but you describe what it looks like when you whip out these blades with your magic.
Yeah, so it's if you could imagine, like, if I were to throw a blade and you could see it in like stop motion, where it's like it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, except those actually are several different blades.
Cool.
So you are seeing like just kind of like a flurry of them, very orderly, not a mess, but just like a very orderly, almost like rolling dice, with these blades, all just fling out across at this target, slicing, stabbing, just one after another, just all
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hit in succession with that strange, thunking, fleshy sound.
Yeah.
That Christopher Lee described to Peter Jackson once upon a time.
With an amount of detail that
Everyone
horrified
knew.
everyone.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
That horrible
Yeah.
sound comes out of this guy as he crumples with your magic blades sticking out of him. And as the quiet descends over the Sablewood again, ribbit blood flowing all over the place, you all being a little bit damaged, little bit breathing hard as you come trotting up with the ch of the chainmail.
Yep.
That's what we're going to call it for tonight. So, thank you all so much. I have stuff written on the final slide that I can actually, read.
What?
I know, right? So yeah, this has been the beginning of Daggerheart, and I'm super excited to keep going with it. Thank you all so much for watching this evening, for joining us for the beginning of another Starter Set Summer School, although I think this is just Starter Set School at this point.
Starter set still school.
We have to get all those S's in a row. Starter Set Still School. There is a new redacted report that is dropping on Wednesday, a week from today. We have 2 more episodes of Daggerheart, the next Wednesday on the 12th and the 19th. We have an arena on Monday, November 17th, using the Everyday Heroes system. Patrons, your build instructions are in the Discord. Tag Lady Bedivere if you have any questions. Follow Tabletop Today TV on YouTube. And how are you guys feeling? You want to do an After Dark?
Sure.
All right. Stick around for the After Dark. Usually these are just for our patrons, but we're going to let everyone hang out and chat with us. So hang out. We'll be back in just a moment.
Until we get more players back on camera. And that's fine.
As tends to be the case. Hi. Welcome back, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us for the After Dark. People are moving around and chatting. Yeah, I'm trying to organize my papers back here because there is so much going on at all times.
Isn't this After Dark amazing? And you should totally subscribe to the Patreon in order to get more of Ren rearranging papers.
You know,
They're paying for that casual vibe.
Yeah,
you know, it's
You're
true.
hanging out. You're hanging out with us. We're so professional on
So
stream.
professional on stream.
So, this
is where you
a
get
chance
to
see what's behind
Yes,
that.
Oh, nice!
I bonked you good, too.
That was precision bonking.
This is at close range?
Yeah, I'd call
Between
that
3 and
close
10,
range.
yeah.
Between 5 to 10 feet.
I'd say we're very close.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
If I
close.
was a giant and had an axe, I could hit you.
You could, absolutely.
I have to say, I did really appreciate the tongue mechanic shenanigans because I just finished a year of playing a Loxodon Barbarian in a D&D home game.
Oh my god.
And the amount of
Trunk action.
there was a lot of trunk and
That's a lot of trunk.
and that campaign was once a month for a year.
Sure.
But just I'm sorry folks if any of you all happen to be watching. How did that manage to surprise you every time I was like, I'm going to use my trunk as a snorkel? I'm going to roll perception, and that is an 8 or an 11 for sniffing. Do I smell anything?
Yeah.
Every time, and I don't know why it kept surprising people every time the trunk got used.
Oh, my favorite built-in synergy of being a ribbit and a rogue is I can use my tongue to grab onto things within close range. I have advantage at stealing things from somebody else. I should be able to disarm people at range with my tongue.
I mean, is that stealing or disarming? Because I would rule that disarming is different because you're actively holding on and trying to
I was
fight.
gonna say it depends on if they are actively holding
Right.
the
Yes,
weapon,
or is it just
are you grabbing the thing out of their hand, or are you grabbing the extra thing
off of their belt or
backside?
whatever?
Yeah. Are you grabbing?
Steal items from a target either through stealth or by force.
I mean,
Okay.
It's by force. I will say, you made this joke, but these pre-generated characters are built, like min-max built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the build of like, stalwart guardian giant. It's like, I'm stacked.
Oh yeah, you do your thing well with these pre-builts, and it's also they don't have like a crazy stat array either.
Yeah.
So for anyone familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, like this is a standard array-esque.
Yeah.
You have one stat that's a +2, two stats that are plus ones,
Yeah.
two that are plus zeros, and one that's a -1.
I hadn't noticed that, but yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And also, we were talking about the tongue. I only wrote down one quote.
Apparently.
I only wrote one quote, but it was, that is the range of my tongue.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It is well known.
That is the range of my tongue. I could have written all of the tongue quotes down. Yeah, they were great.
My mic is probably isn't even unmuted. I was intending to come in here with all the here's the things you said you should do in the After Dark, and then I didn't. But hello, for anyone who doesn't know.
Alondra's joining us from the booth. We're so glad.
Yeah.
Do you want me to adjust the mic so that they can hear you better?
I mean, whatever. I'm not important in this round.
She's projecting.
I'm really loud. No, our actual
judge.
fourth player, whose banner you can see at the bottom of the overlay right now, is Thomas. There was just some scheduling BS that happened, and so we were like, we'll just start without you, and we'll fold you when we can. So,
And I already
he will
know.
be here next week.
I already
and
know
I'll be
exactly how to fold him in with this.
Yeah, no, I was in the booth the whole time, though. I was like, I'm going to invade your After Dark.
Hell yeah.
To talk about the mechanics and the quick start and how great it is.
Yeah, this quick start is genuinely very good. Like, I laugh a bit at some of
So
the wording. I laugh a bit at some of the wording because it does feel a little bit like it's written for children. But also, your typical TTRPG player is basically a child, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Writing your game for children with the need to not have any special things. Everything is paper that you can print out or ask someone to copy for. So good. And also writing your game in such a way that power gamers who have been watching your live stream for 1,000 years can be like, oh, you knew our complaints up front.
Yep.
Also good.
So for those who don't know, for any reason, Daggerheart is printed by Darrington Press, which is an imprint that does Critical Role. So the Critical Role folks were deeply involved with Daggerheart, deeply, and you can tell in some ways.
And a lot of their co-creators did get their start when they were children, like preteens, teenagers who got into the hobby. And so at some point, I started playing tabletop RPGs when I was 9. I tried to start with 2nd edition. It did not go well. But I also remember my friends talking about 3rd edition coming out, or at least getting to our local game store. And I was like, it's way easier than 2nd edition. I was like, let's give it a try. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's so cute.
I know. Yeah, my second home was a game store.
Yeah.
Built-in babysitter, just the cost of too many Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I'm starting a job where I'm going to be running games for children. So
boy.
We'll see how that goes.
That's gonna be fun.
I've run a couple games for kids, but this will be jumping in the deep end for sure.
Very cool.
One time I ran a game, so I ran a game for some of my family, my nieces and nephews, and the
Isn't
two
that
nieces
fun?
were 7, and they were playing druids, and they immediately resorted to cannibalism. They were just like, it was a friendly
As
NPC.
little girls do.
No,
Yeah.
children go one of two directions. They either adopt everything or commit war crimes, and they will swing between the two of them violently with an axe.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like a friendly NPC old man who was going to be the quest giver. No, he was just like, "Hey there, this is what you're going to do," and they're like, "Can we eat him?" And I'm like, "Why? Why would
Because I'm 7 and I'm exploring my boundaries.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Fate. You wanted to be reminded of the Fate?
The fate
Yes.
system,
Yeah. You know the fate system as well, right?
vaguely off the top of my head, no. But
Okay.
I've read too many books to keep them.
That's entirely
in
fair.
track.
What I really like about this is, and the way that it relates to the way that I think that they drew this from Fate, is that there are aspects of the world and aspects of your character that you can trigger at any point. You guys use hope to trigger your aspects, basically. And in this system, I think they actually improved on the fate system, because in the fate system, you get a set number of fate points at the top of each session. And they can regenerate, but it's much harder. You guys regenerate your hope points, basically, every time that you succeed. Every time you succeed or fail with hope, which, by the way, you guys succeeded with hope. You guys got hope way more often than I got fear.
The other players got hope way more often.
No, I think, okay, so I was noting this too. I think there was a run when we were first starting to roll in the second half where we were getting hope.
Yeah.
And then we started getting more fear. But it was like, there was a long run.
There was a lot of hope
It
happening.
was a nice start to make us feel like, oh, yeah, punch.
We're good.
Punch.
I am curious, is there a max to the hope we can have?
I think it's as much as marked on your sheet.
there's
Because our character
there.
sheets have 6.
Yeah.
And like I have an ability that takes 3 to use an experience.
I
that
also
takes
have one that
2.
takes 3. Yeah.
I actually don't know those.
There are many cool ways to spend hope.
Yes.
I was curious.
And there are many ways to spend it, like, big.
Yeah.
I think there are maximums. I think it is based on your sheet, and part of the idea of that is that hope is a replenishable resource. Fear is also a replenishable resource.
Yes.
And so the idea is that it is incentivizing you using it
Yeah.
because you can only bank a certain amount.
Okay.
It's sort of like video game rules.
Yeah, you can't save 200
It's-
hope up
it's-
for your end boss. You can only ever have max.
It's kinda
6.
use it or
So
lose
you
it.
have to use it.
Yeah.
The amount of video games, the amount of tabletop games I've played where it's like, I have 30 potions and I've never used any.
Yeah. We rolled into the finale of a game that I've been in for a little over a year, and toward the end, I just got like a handful of potions shoved into my hands. Like, I do not have enough actions to drink all of these. Like, in the whole combat, I do not have enough actions to drink all of these. It does say in here, also, this core book is very good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Your hope carries over between sessions, so keep it marked.
Okay.
But you can only hold a maximum of 6 hope at a time, so we recommend you look for opportunities to spend it.
Perfect. Okay.
And I do really love the way this book is written.
Yeah.
It's subtle advice and just kind of nudging you in the right direction. Like, you're not going to be punished if you use it wrong or at the wrong time.
You will get it back, and you'll get back quite a bit, frankly, it looks like.
Talking of inventory and unused items, I made the joke earlier of, this isn't a game where you have to worry about the minute details and a bunch of items unless you want it to be, because I will say I do have a special place in my heart for the over-prepared adventure.
Sure.
Where it's like, I, instead of getting 1 major magical item, got 12 super minor magical items. And
you have turned all of, like, you've strung them all onto your body as your armor.
There is an inventory section. And everything I've known about every character sheet is you can just turn it over.
Start putting... No, and I think that's all like session 0 type, like what kind of game are you trying to run?
Sure.
And like, that also is like, what kind of system are you like attracted to? I think resource management can be really fun in a game. Like I've played in games that are like kind of like survival, like you're in a very scary place and you have to be like, I only have this much and I will run out of like, firewood or something. So like that can be fun if that's the sort of game you're trying to play. But I think it's really fun, like the way they word stuff here and the way that they're like, this isn't about numbers. This is about like instinctually, how do you feel about like, I've got a handful of gold. This should get me a drink, right? Mm-hmm.
This will cover my tab.
Right? It feels more intuitive and less,
Well, and even in that example, too, of like, yes, you don't go to the bar because you're like, oh, my character wants a single drink. It's like, no, if your character is going out for the night, a handful of gold will cover you for your bar, your food, maybe a carriage home, like all of those things you get up to for the night. And so you can spend more gold over time, that kind of hand wavy, and the micromanagement of resources isn't there unless you want it to be.
Unless you want it to be. And I have certainly known players who love that nitty-gritty detail and stuff. And, there are systems that allow for that.
It's the only way I play a wizard. Just
Do you actually like getting all the you do like getting all the material components?
It makes me.
You played that game with Mark.
Look, it's been a while.
Wait, which game was that?
Also, you're good. You are audible on your
Right,
microphone.
yeah. No, this is this was a home game that I ran. This is a Strixhaven home game that I ran. We had Mark and friend of the channel Cheryl, who you've seen on many things, were both wizards.
Yeah.
Two wizards.
There was I wasn't even
In Strixhaven?
I wasn't trying to do an inventory management game in that one, but boy howdy,
self-policed.
it became one, and it was funny and stupid in the best possible ways.
Well, and it worked really well because Mark and Cheryl both like kept track of their own stuff. They didn't put it on you at any point to keep track of they were working to break the system.
No, it was a
in
player
interesting
choice.
ways.
It was very much a thing of I like a lot of the abilities and stuff wizards get, but if you're like, oh, I'm going to ignore this part of it, of like, no, I can't carry all of the things I need to cast all of my spells. I can't have a crystal ball, a giant crystal, like 30 pounds of components and a strength score of 8. Like, this doesn't make sense. And there is that part of me of weird suspension of disbelief, but also some reality. But yeah, it kind of comes down to, no, doing the work makes it feel more balanced. It was written for a reason type of stuff. And in this game, all of it is written for a reason. Things are intentionally vague because close is good enough. You're here to tell a story with friends, and it's a very fun story. I get to play with new people.
Yeah.
No better way to get to know new people than playing games with them.
I mean, truly, and also like big ups to you guys for all of the like thought that you brought into the weird random questions that I decided to ask you, where I was like, it is 8:00 and I want us to. I don't want to go into combat until 8:30, so stretch.
Perfect.
I liked your questions.
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
really deep and you're like, yeah, it was cool.
Well, and it was really interesting to, like, because one of the things they emphasize in Daggerheart is, there's a lot of, like, beautiful maps in the back of here. So there is a world that this is set in. But they really emphasize that this is a collaborative storytelling exercise. So you are, like, asking questions and answering questions. And it's a back and forth constantly. And I love that because I think that de-emphasizes, the power that a DM has. I'm just rolling a few more dice than y'all.
Yeah. And I like that because I'm not as into the like inventory management side of these games. I'm usually just kind of like, it's fine. So I like that it's looser on that because the more improv side of it is, I think, what I tend to enjoy more in games like this.
Yeah.
And so the fact that this seems to be pretty much designed to emphasize that aspect of role-playing games, I think is appealing to me.
Well, and it feels like, from an observation standpoint, it feels like this is a really good setup of there is a lot of lore and world building baked into the setting if you want it. But like this quick start is a great example of like, we have given you some characters with some vibes and some setups, and you can either dive deep into our written lore or you can just make up your own. And that is really, I think, important and key if you are like new to TTRPGs, you're picking up a system for the first time. Like, you shouldn't need to memorize a 500-page book of setting information.
Yeah,
just
totally.
start. You need to have, like, here's some key aspects, and, like, listening to you guys do the character creation thing, which is not necessarily a built-in part of Daggerheart. That was a thing that Tiana wanted to do, drawing from what exists. That was so smart, because it is like, okay, like, some of the questions you guys was like, okay, we know there's a king. What does that mean for us?
Yeah.
We know that we come from these different, lore-born, underborn, all these things. What does that mean? And deciding the point of like, there might be other information for this session. This is how we're playing it. Is so good and so smart. And having a system that allows for both is really, really good, especially, again, for new players and for players who are like, I don't know if I want to do TTRPGs.
Yeah.
This gives you the chance to, like, have structure and have freedom at the same time.
Yeah, because I know that like, the in-depth lore can be a huge barrier to entry to new players if they're playing around people who know the lore. Because if you don't know the lore, who cares?
Yeah.
But if you're around anyone who like knows the lore, it's intimidating.
Knows the lore and specifically wants the lore to be true.
Yeah, and wants the lore to be important.
Yeah.
I was asked, was the baby Strixwolf part of the book? Yes. Kind of. Because here's a fun fact. The encounter did not account for Marlowe, who is required to be part of the story. It says in the front, Marlowe must be in this adventure.
Yes.
Did not account for her using an illusion to make the Strixwolf go away.
Hey!
Like that did not even enter their thinking from the way I'm reading it.
Broke the game!
From what I'm seeing, what was supposed to happen was you were supposed to get out and want to interact with the Strixwolf. So as you're approaching them, that's when you make the presence roll that I made Pooja do when there was posturing happening. And then that led into all of that, and you guys rolled really well. So the Strixwolf situation worked out as well as it did. Yeah. And that could have been the first fight. Would be with Mama Strixwolf.
I don't know what I would have done. I think I might have just like laid down and was like, "It's fine. I'm not gonna fight you.
It's okay.
It's okay."
No, we would have wrestled it.
Wrestled it. Oh yeah.
Pin it down, one arm around its neck, one arm wrapping its wings.
When Kari's fighting humanoids, it's always lethal damage. When Kari's fighting
A doggo.
non-lethal.
Well, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to make cute puppy sounds.
Chat was really excited for you guys to maybe adopt a baby.
Yeah, you were on adoption.
Surprise adoption.
No, it's fair.
We had a moment of connection. We'll
very
find each
cute.
other again someday.
Yeah. I think those puppies weren't quite ready to be away from Mama yet.
Yeah.
And so I think you'll probably
There
find
was a spiritual.
one of these days. I think you will end up adopting a
Some-
slightly older pup.
Yeah.
Some years from now, in the rain, come across the scene, there will be some scraggly little, and you'll be like ready, like to like swing your axe, and then it'll look at you, and there will be this like moment.
Yeah.
And you'll be
I remember you.
Yeah, there's no way Barnacles just starts dropping off animals at your doorstep for the next like week or two.
I know you're obsessed with cute small animals.
Oh, precious.
Feathers and fur.
I think that's our cue to start wrapping up for the evening. Do you guys have any other questions for me before we
going. I'm just moving.
before we wrap up for the evening?
How much of this resets at the beginning of our next session? I like that it is keyed to sessions. That feels like it's a TTRPG that knows it's a TTRPG, and I respect that rather than just like long rest. I guess we're gonna long rest 20 minutes into our session today.
You know, like you do. Yeah. So anything that says that it resets between sessions, resets between sessions.
Sure.
I think there's stuff that says that it resets on a long rest, so that will happen there.
Okay.
Yeah, it is worded that way because I forgot to use one of my features. That's a long rest feature, but.
Honestly, probably for the best because there's not really many opportunities.
The start of our journey.
Yeah, we're like 10 minutes out of town, right?
Yeah.
That's how I've been interpreting this.
I still thought I could get to the bar.
Yeah.
You are going to be delighted to know there's a place called the Clover Tavern in the place that you are eating at.
What?
Let's
A
go.
TTRPG with a tavern?
But what's in and honestly, Marlo would know this. There is no inn. It's a tavern, but there's no inn.
Okay.
Well, and anyone who shows up to Hush is considered an honored guest and is put up in someone's home.
Okay. All right.
Oh, culture.
Yeah.
Culture.
So there you go. Little tidbit for when we come back next
Excellent.
week.
Yeah, I will say, just like broad strokes, I was intimidated by this going in because it's a completely new system, completely new rules, and it felt really fun and easy to jump into. Yeah,
it felt easier to pick up than I expected.
Yeah, and I mean there's still some questions that I have in my head, but now I know what the questions are, and and that's the thing about starting a new TTRPG, right? Like you don't know what your questions are until you get it. Like you can. I admire people who can learn games by just reading the books. I can't.
Yeah.
You gotta play them. Yeah.
I have to get my hands in them, and this quick start is genuinely excellent for that. Like, they do a really good job of holding your hand in the right places. I would love it if they had expanded a bit more on what GM moves meant in combat in the combat section. They didn't as much as I wanted them to, and that was frustrating.
You have
but
a week to study up.
you know what?
And
Now
you ran it really well. I was thinking that the GM stuff is fun. Like, you being able to be like, I want to go now. I'm going to use fear to do that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Also, the collaborative storytelling reinforces the collaborative rule decisions. Of like, hey, we're going to do this for now. Yeah. And if it changes later, it'll change later.
Yeah. And I was looking over while we were chatting, and I think I was doing it correctly. Like, a GM move happens when you succeed or fail with fear, and when I use a fear to jump in. Okay. But also, like, there is no initiative. If you wanted to do it where, like, Barnacle goes twice in a row, if that makes sense for what's happening in the story, do it. Okay. Like, there is no initiative.
Goes on a killing spree.
It's just passing the talking stick around and saying, whose turn is it to be in the spotlight? Whose turn is it to tell the story right now?
Yeah, because they use the phrase spotlight in the book.
They do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, and if we were to, like, dive into someone's background and they're, like, facing, someone who caused them trauma and they're overcoming their, like, big moment, keep the spotlight on them.
Exactly.
We're backing you up.
We got you, bro.
Just be like, and now it is time for this person because they are next on the things on the top of the DM.
Call the dibs. Let them do it.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it gives the impetus to the players and the GM to decide.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of power in this kind of storytelling where it's a lot of trust because there is no initiative order, so I can't say your turn is done. It's time to go to the next person. And there are certain players that I might not want to do this with. Yeah, because there are certain players.
Names.
No, absolutely not. But there are players that I wouldn't trust to, like, pass the spotlight. Necessarily. And I will fully cop to the fact that I have occasionally been one of those.
No, sure.
Like, it's easy to be like, I'm on a roll, I want to keep going. But this is a spotlight we all share, and I think that's important. Yeah. And Daggerheart does a really good job of underlining that. So big ups to Darrington Press. We'll see how I'm feeling about it as we get deeper in and I do more reading. But right now, I have very good impressions of Daggerheart, and I can't wait to do more.
Yay.
So, that feels like a good note to wrap up on. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Thank you for joining the conversation as we came into the After Dark. We will be back next week with more Daggerheart. And if you want to check out the quick start, I'm not going to stop you. I can't. It's available for free download on the website. I can't block your IP address from doing that.
Run a game. That's how it goes.
But run a game and feel it out for yourself. The quick start is very good for that. You don't need the book. It's a good idea to have it because I do say that not all of the rules are in here, but you don't have to have it. And big, like this was like the old days of play samples of video games. You got like the first fourth of the game.
Good demos.
Yeah. Absolutely, like a good video game demo.
Please give a last minute shout out to Dork Tales.
Hello, Dork Tales. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Sorry you caught us at the very last part of our evening. We just wrapped up our very first session of Daggerheart.
Very good.
Check out the YouTube for when that comes out because that'll be up on the YouTube in the next week, I believe. So yeah. But we are
to find out.
Yeah. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. There was Frog Tongue Fu. There was an adorable little Strixwolf. There was, all of the fun and combat that you could wish for as we were all learning the system together. Thank you all so much. We will see you next week. And until next time, friends, have a lovely evening.
See ya.